Welcome. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Good. Afternoon. Loki, welcome. I was going to look at a ROG ally today, actually. So I don't know if you're here or, you know, if you're going to disappear at some point, but I was thinking about doing that. Not saying that I need anything just yet. It's just, I don't know if you were interested in seeing the result and, you know, the fault and all of those things. Sergeant Calder, by the way, actually subscribed to the channel yesterday when I wasn't streaming. So shout out. Thank you very much for the tier 1. It was a tier 1 as well. Paid sub. Crazy. Cad coming in as well with a prime for 6 months in a row. Thank you very much, Cad. I appreciate you.
Hi, Joey.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm good today. Yeah, I'm really, really good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. I got some bits done this morning. Finished another video. So yeah, really trying to get ahead of things. I've still got so much to do though, which is obviously good.
Coming up on 2 years.
Wicked lazy, my guy.
Lots of fun. Keep on keeping on.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Coming in with a tier 1 for 21 months in a row. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Good afternoon, peeps. How are we today? Gary, Russie, Charles, Nerd, Stefan, Aiko, Supersonic, Simon, Larry, Kalaf, Bodge Bodge, hello mate, Miro, Maladin, welcome. Chris, good afternoon mate, how are you? Danny, RV, Ben, good afternoon. Who else we got? Dan, J Fix, what's going on mate? Welcome. Saw the eBay results, says Charles. You talk about the ROGs, Charles? Watching from Missouri, welcome Archie, Nuts for Bolts, welcome Wolf and Rose, welcome Dan, hello.
Lurking.
My guy. Joseph, thank you very much for the legendary status membership for 13 months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Wicked lazy. Yeah, coming up to 24 months, by the way, aka 2 years is crazy work. So yeah, I really appreciate you. Thank you. Well done. Thank you. Yeah, the alloys sold for decent amounts. One of them was 330, one of them was 310. I actually had to lower it. Or was it 320? I can't remember if it was 310 or 320. And I sold one privately for 300. So all the alloys that I had have sold. Maybe turn the music down a little bit. Let me just double check. Did I update the... I think I have one more ROG ally to sell. Oh no, I did update all 3. Yeah, okay, fine. So, I don't want to ruin the profit. Because obviously eBay, after eBay fees and stuff, it's not like exactly finalized. So yeah, I managed to sort all 3 ROG allies. I did have a bit of a panic attack with one of them, however. And the panic attack was I sold one to somebody called Gibson Pieces, who is a streamer on Twitch and a really, really nice bloke. I actually really get on with him. And he plays games on Twitch. That's what he does for a living. And the way that we actually met, he reached out to sell me a Switch Lite. And ever since then, we've kind of, you know, become mates in a sense. I'd actually like to speak to him more than what we do, but we obviously both have lives. And yeah, I sold him a ROG ally for £300. And he opened it on stream. And I was like, how's the condition? He said, yeah, do you know what? The condition's amazing. It looks great. Thank you so much. I was like, no worries. Don't worry about it. He was like, you know, it's like grade A. He said, there is a little smidge. And we were kind of like messing around and joking. I was typing to him in chat. And he turned it on. And he was like, yeah, I'm just going through Windows setup. And he said, oh, actually, I'll do it now. And he started typing in Windows settings. And then he put it down. He went, oh. Hang about, Joey. We might have a bit of a fault here. And I said, Lord Glove. I would have loved to see my face. I would have loved to see my face. Delboy coming in with a tier 1 for 2 months in a row. Thank you for the hype train, guys. By the way, 93% level 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1 minute 30 on the clock. He said, yeah, Joey might have a fault. And he turned the screen around and it said, it went to BIOS and said, you need to plug in AC adapter, and it had booted into BIOS for some reason. And it was like easy flash. And I was like, oh no, not like a BIOS issue. I was like, oh. I can't remember what I said to him on stream. I said, don't worry, mate, we'll sort it. We'll get it sorted. Hopefully it's an easy fix. And he said every time he was booting up the device, it would now go into the BIOS. Leddy, led one eye. Leddy, led one eye. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription, my guy. Push nuts over to a level 2. Hi, Train. Thank you very much, my friend. So yeah, I was a bit taken aback, as you can imagine. I was a bit upset. I messaged my guy, Loki, and I said, Loki, mate, what is the situation here? Pleading for help. And Loki said, just needs a better charger. I was like, what? Grandpapery? Grandpapery, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate you, legend. And yeah, all it was is that it wasn't doing a BIOS update, and it wasn't forcing the BIOS update because the charger that he was using wasn't powerful enough. So Loki said, I believe it was a 60-watt charger needed at least as a minimum, or 45. It was either a 45 or a 60. And what Gibbs was running wasn't that. So he plugged in his Steam Deck charger, and the BIOS updated, and it went through, and it was fine. So basically, Gibbs didn't plug in the charger. That's what I'm going with. But now he said it's all running, it's all good, it's absolutely fine. My issue is, why on earth was I able to go through the whole setup and reset the device without prompting a BIOS issue? How was I able to download Steam, play a game, all online obviously, and not get presented with an update for the BIOS? How is that a thing? And then what? He puts it on his Wi-Fi and it forces an update? Like what? How weird is that? That laugh was perfectly timed, true. Nice being here. Yeah, Letty, welcome. Remix. Joe Bar, welcome, my friend. How are you? Yeah, Windows Update automatically downloaded the BIOS. But I don't understand. It was on my network for, it must have been overnight, because I had them all on charge. So I don't understand how that happened. Because it tries to do the updates when the PC is not used. Yeah, but the PC wasn't being used when I had it. Do you see what I'm saying? So how on earth did that BIOS not go, did it not update? And I was connected to my Wi-Fi, I'd done all the setup stuff, and it took ages. It took ages. Queued up a Windows update for the BIOS, then you reset it, so it was already queued. Yeah, it's so annoying, hey? Windows release updates every Tuesday and Thursday. I thought it was a Wednesday. I thought Windows updates were a weekly Wednesday, no? Was that like old school? Defo Tuesday. Oh, I thought it was 1 day a week. I didn't think it was 2 days a week. But it was another learning experience and another thing to add to your arsenal. Factually true. So, I was tempted to kind of send a message to the other one that I had set up, because that's going to force a BIOS update at some point as well, right? So I might, but they might also have chargers ready to go, so it won't be an issue. It will just do the BIOS update. Do you know what I mean? So, but I might just send them a heads up message and just say, hey, just to let you know, another one that I just sold has done a BIOS update randomly. Don't panic if this happens. Just leave it in charge. Might just do that. So yeah, that was interesting. Nico, welcome. How are you? Andy, welcome. Make sure everything's ready to go. I'll update my clean bias template to the latest bias. It's not fair shit. Yeah. There we go. See, look. Exactly. Everybody learns. Everybody wins. Even the person who bought the device wins as well. Because it all works fine. Tom Zank, thank you very much for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate you. So, yeah. Graham, welcome, buddy. How are you? Edvinus, welcome. So, how are we, chat? Is everybody okay? Did you see the video yesterday? I'm going to get a little bit upset talking about it, if I'm honest with you. One in the chat if you saw yesterday's video. You'll probably know why I'm getting upset if you've seen it. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys very much for the hype chain, by the way. Level 2, 50%. Thank you. Big rip. Yeah, big rip. Big rip. Big rip. Big rip. 2. Hayes was here. Thank you very much for the Twitch subscription. I appreciate it.
3 months already. Much love, Joey. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
I'm not, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the 3 months. You're an absolute legend, Hayes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 2 in the chat if you think it's GPU. 2 in the chat if you think that the GPU is the issue as to why I'm getting the artifacts. I think a lot of people agree, because I had a couple of comments on it which were saying the same thing. I had a couple of comments that were saying the same thing. I was so gutted, man. Do you know what, right? Do you know what I was most gutted about? Fine, it artifact. I was like, do you know what? It is what it is. Chat. I was having such a good Mega Bonk game. Such a good Mega Bonk game. And it was after, I think it was on Thursday after I streamed. And I had played Mega Bonk in the morning or something. I played like for 45 minutes. Remember I said I played a game on it? I played Mega Bonk for like 45 minutes. I paused the game for Mega Bonk and said, after stream, I'll come back and play it. I finished the stream. And I was just watching Gibbs. But I think I had to do some stuff. Because it was a couple of hours after that. Because it was really dark outside. So I think I had to do some stuff. And then I was watching Gibbs on this monitor. And I had the bonk down there. And it happened. And I was like, the GPU. It's okay. We'll sort it out. I'm sure it'll be fine. Like, I'll take it out. And even if I have to set it faulty, I'll set it faulty. I've got some good content from it. I learned a lot. It's just unfortunate that it's artifacting. I looked down at my taskbar. My computer's froze. I saw the Mega Bonk icon. I said, no! So it's literally the Mega Bonk issue. That was the issue. Like, I wasn't really fussed about the GPU, to be honest with you. Yeah. CFQ, welcome. I have a question for you, Joey. See when you use solder wick, how do you stop it from attaching to the board or ripping the pads? I have the fear of using it. You have to make sure the board is hot. So if your board is not hot and your soldering iron is not hot, your wick is going to attach itself to the solder on the board because it cools and then it solidifies. And then when you pull, it's going to lift anything up if you pull hard enough. Or it's going to rip the, preferably, it will rip the wick. Most likely it's GPU rather than VRAM since artifacts in Windows, not under load. What's the best brand of wick? The one that I recommend is pretty good. The Super Wick. I like Super Wick. Hey, Chris, welcome. How are you? I ran into an issue once where I could not get rid of any artifacting no matter what I did, but it came to something so simple. All it was, I was using an older monitor, so the refresh rate wasn't right. I played with a refresh rate and the artifacting went away. Oh, nice. I guess that would be the case if I was artifacting on my older card as well. But because that's not the case, I think we're okay. I mean, you broke my high score in Mega Bonk. Needs to have you just stopped playing, Layu? My 15 watt iron is far too weak for any wicking, unless you pair it with a hot air gun. Marba, welcome. How are you? Kind of busy the last few weeks. It's so good. I mean, I really want to play Arc Raiders. I've not had enough time in the day to do anything like that. I am juggling so many things at the moment. It's stupid. I need to take a leaf out of my own book and stop. To be honest, I've got a few different things going on right now. I'm trying to juggle too many balls. I want to play some more Arc Raiders, but I feel like Arc Raiders, you need to be in the zone. You know, I feel like you need to be locked in because that audio is like the most important thing. Fact or fiction? Like if you have audio for Arc Raiders, you have to have your audio. You have to be locked in. So I can't really play it at night time. The reason I can't play it at night time is because I'm listening out for my daughter. Because if she wakes up, it's GG. So I kind of have to have like one headphone off like that. And if you have, then it's game over. So I feel like I really need to, I just need some time to maybe lock in. And the only time I'll be able to do that is in the day. But I can't do that because of everything I've got going on right now. So the only thing that I can really play at night time at the moment is Bonk. Yeah, I can play Mega Bonk. And I really enjoy it, man. I feel like Mega Bonk is such a good game. Now that I've got a high score, though, I'm definitely a bit more like, I don't know if I'm going to beat that again. So maybe my love for it will fall off a little bit. Just finished playing Revolt on my Steam Deck. Very old RC game from back in the day. Nice. Revolt. I don't think I've ever heard of that, Revolt. So yeah. I've just finished the video for Wednesday. If I can get a video from today's stream for Saturday, that would be ideal. That would be very, very good. And I've got a lot of stuff in at the moment, which is nice. I've got all the motherboards. Chat, I'm kind of thinking right now, here's my thought process for profit or loss, right? The motherboards, like changing the, sorting the pins and stuff, if there's bent pins on a motherboard or just motherboards in general, hear me out. Whilst they can be really, really profitable, FYI, as in I fixed one, it was so easy. It took me, what, 10 minutes to sort the pins out, chat? I don't even think it was 10 minutes, I have no idea. But I sorted the pins out and I tested it with a CPU and it worked. Even though it's very, very profitable, I have to do a lot of testing on that board now. So I have to test RAM in the different DIMM slots. That's one thing. You have to make sure all the other functionalities of that motherboard work, the SSD slots, etc. Because if you go ahead and then sell that motherboard and somebody adds another SSD to it and therefore they're using a different NVMe slot, then it's like, and it doesn't work, well, that's an issue, isn't it? So like, I feel like you have to, and to test each and every thing, it's very time consuming because it requires a boot and it requires tests and it requires to, you know, all of these things. So already I'm kind of regretting purchasing motherboards to try and fix. Whilst I understand that they could definitely be a really good learning curve, I don't think they're something that are very good for profit or loss. Unless, here's my unless. Unless I specifically had all the CPUs to be able to test, all the different types of coolers, all the different types of RAM, and just had a dedicated test bench so that it was easy for me to test rather than doing it on a cardboard box that wobbles every time you put the RAM in and take it out. Like, do you understand where I'm coming from? Techno, welcome, buddy. How are you? Do you understand? So, like, whilst I understand, JDM, welcome. Lovix, hello. Good afternoon. Whilst I think that the motherboards will be good profit, they require so much testing and can go faulty in so many different places. You got to make sure you have compatible parts and everything. I know there's just so much to it. So in my head, I'm just like, and I'm thinking about addressing it on the next profit or loss. I've only done one and it seems to be working fine. I'm just thinking that, like, going forward. And can I be honest with you? I kind of feel the same with GPUs, chat. I do feel the same with GPUs. I feel like you need, and GPUs and motherboards, they fall in that same category of the testing aspect. I could have sold that 3080 Ti. I'm so glad I didn't. But I'm so glad I put it in my test rig. I can't do that with every GPU. Are you joking? GPUs, you only need one bench to test though. I don't think so. I feel like you need to game on a PC to fully test it. Because I could have sold that GPU and it would have come straight back. And there wasn't really anything. I ran Firmark for like, what was it? 7 or 8 minutes, right? So in my head, I was like, well, it's not really going to get hotter than that, is it? That's going to be like its max. So if it can withstand that, it's going to be fine. And do you know what the weird thing was? I wasn't running anything stressful. I was watching a stream and I had Megabonk in the background. I wasn't even playing it. And I'd rendered a video earlier. So like what was forcing that artifacting? Do you know what I mean? By the way, did the artifacts disappear after rebooting the PC? So when I rebooted the PC, there were still artifacts, but the PC was working. As soon as I signed into Windows, by that point, the artifacts had gone. So it was definitely like a heat thing, I think. But it doesn't make sense again because I was just watching a stream. So I honestly have no idea. Gaming laptops, yeah, I mean, the same thing sort of applies though, Chris, you know. The same thing sort of applies where it's like, for laptops, you need how many different types of RAM? You need how many different types of fans? You need how many different types? Do you know what I mean? It's endless. How many different types of screens? Like it's batteries, chassis. There's just so much that you need. I don't know, man. I feel like with profit or loss, I'm like, I know it's boring with the consoles, and I have this conversation with you guys once a month or so where I'm just like, I know people want me to branch out, but the stuff that you need to be able to test stuff when it's working, like if you're a repair shop, right? If you're a repair shop and you do this as a service and you've got an actual location where these things are more viable and you can update customers and say, you know, this is what's going to happen. It might take a couple of weeks because we need to get this part in, blah, blah, blah. You can do those things. In my case, I release a video Saturday and Wednesday. I release 2 videos a week. I can't tell you guys to wait 6 weeks. What I can do is I can order something and wait 6 weeks for that thing to come out, but then I put pressure on myself because I've already recorded a full video. I've lost a day, 2 days for that Wednesday video coming out. Do you see what I'm saying? So in my head, I'm like, I need this simple, easy, quick profit stuff because it works and because I'm able to get content out of it. So, yeah. Maybe I just get triggered too much by the people who are like, you know, you need to branch out, Joey. Maybe I listen to those people too much. Because, guys, I don't have the room. I know I've said that a few times. I don't have the room. I'm in my loft now, and my loft isn't big enough. I feel like my loft is not big enough. And it's not exactly the place to have a test bench. Who wants a test bench in their loft? Surrounded by boxes of stuff and parts and everything. Like, I don't know, maybe in my head as well, it just needs to be like a clean space to be able to think clean. But hey. So yeah, maybe I need to yeah. The problems with things not working is the same with consoles. It's all complicated electronics. Yeah, I know, but those problems also display themselves very quick. I get what you're saying, but if you've got an artifact in PS5, you load up a game and it starts artifacting everywhere. It's rare. It's very rare that you have a PS5 that has a fault that you know about that you can't test and make sure that it's resolved. It's very rare. On occasions, you might need to play the console for an hour if it's an overheating issue, for example, and you've given it a good clean and it was showing signs that evidently it needed a good clean, but all of a sudden something else has happened. It just takes an hour of your time. You know, it's very rare that anything on a console specifically will go past that and not work. It's very rare. Whereas the first graphics card I fixed, I say fixed, it's probably just gone back to the original fault that it was. I've not been able to test. And the only reason I've been able to test is by running it on my personal rig for 24 hours. I cannot do that with all cards, especially lower end cards, because I need to edit and run intensive stuff. So I can't put in a 1080 or something into my PC because that would just be a nightmare. And these things, yeah, exactly. The tools and stuff are just so expensive. I spent £150 on an AM5 CPU. I've not used it yet. I spent money on cooler. I spent money on XYZ, RAM, all of this stuff. Like, it's never ending. It's never ending. So it's like, I could make profit with bare essentials. It just comes down to luck. Or, as we know, doing it as a service. Definitely has a higher barrier to entry. Focus on one or two high value. Yeah, Infinity. That's the thing. Like, knowledge comes into it as well, but then yeah, it's just tough. It is. I know I'm kind of moaning about first world problems here, but yeah, it's just my experience working with those things already. Whilst they've provided content and it has been good, and you know I've got a couple of videos out of it, which is ultimately how the business earns its revenue. The stress is quite high when it comes to sorting them out, and it's a lot of new things to deal with all at once, you know. Joe buying a warehouse? Lord glove. No, the thing is, I wouldn't know where to start with a warehouse. Do you know what? It's just a time thing. It's just a me and time thing. I honestly do feel like, right, it is nearby. I'm not going to say impossible. I'm not going to use that word. I feel like you have to be about 50 years old, genuinely. I feel like you'd have to be about 50 years old and had been doing this for 20 years to be able to competently fix various issues on different things. It's all good and well getting like a base knowledge set of like how RAM works and how CPUs work and all those things and how an electronic circuit works, etc. But there will always be a device that stumps you. That is the game of repair. There will always be a device that stumps you. Whether it be down the line after you thinking you fixed it, or you can't just fix it straight up. Like, there will always be a device that stumps you. And that is why this game is addicting. But what I'm saying is that it's really, really good. I'm just ranting at the moment. It's just really, really good to be able to, I think, stick with what you know and just develop on that knowledge. Like, if I just went in solely hard on PS5's, yeah, I don't know. The problem is that you only get parts and experience by failing and building up a parts bin. Yeah, exactly. It's very hard to do so economically. Yeah, you need the space, man. The space is probably one of the biggest things. Space is one of the biggest things. And consoles and stuff aren't small things. They're quite big. Chassis and all those things, you know. I feel like people that complain about you only working on a few things are people that won't ever be pleased by your content as a whole. Yeah, and I kind of feel like they're a bit spoiled. I feel like they're in a way a little bit spoiled. And by the way, I'm talking to maybe 0.00001% of people who actually watch JDT. Everybody else is absolutely fine. But it's the one or two. The Steam consoles. Does that mean no more faulty return eBay profit videos? Faulty return eBay profit? What do you mean? Sorry, Defcon. Love the GPU video, but totally understand your reservations about fixing them. Yeah, it's just time. It's just time. I agree. Pretty much every repair shop that repair laptops has one good known of every type of models and or parts. So you branch out, you have to build a massive collection. Yeah, big collection. It was the same in the repair shop. We had the guys in there, Alan and Mark. My guys were so good at what they did, but there was always a device where it was like, we're learning today. And it happens so often. And you think you've seen it all. And Mark, one of the PC guys there, has been in the game since he left college. And I think he had just turned 50 or so. So he'd been in the game for a very, very, very long time. That opportunity cost is cutting into your profit. The effective profit margin probably isn't as good as you think currently. At that point, the opportunity cost is cutting into your profit. The effective... Yeah, I think it's more so something like that. Yeah, I think I understand what you're saying. Blitzy, sorry, welcome. Hey Joe, new watch here. Found your videos. I've been watching them non-stop. It made me also get into micro soldering as well. All love. Thank you, my guy. I appreciate you. Legend. Buying cheaper eBay electronics to fix and make a profit. This is what I meant. Why is in the title? I don't understand, Defcon. Yeah, Salem Tech. Yeah, Salem Tech experts turn towards refurbishing old tech because of the same reason. I believe so, yeah. More so he went into refurbing stuff, yeah. Yeah. You said see you Thursday last week. What do you mean, Jinx? Oh, I didn't say Sunday? GG. Is it Sunday today? Yeah, it's Sunday. Thank you, Fix or Fail. I appreciate that. GK Wild, welcome. How are you? I've been going back and forth between wanting to be the jack of all trades and repair, or if I want to find a path and go hard and be exceptional in one area. Yeah. I feel like, honestly, both of them are good money. However, for sanity, I feel like the less stress is 100% fixating on a specialist type of thing, whether that be consoles, for example. It's one of the things that I've been thinking about, like, do I just go hard on consoles and kind of pivot into that area rather than just electronics? Donzo, welcome. How are you? Peter, good afternoon. Your content inspiring. Yeah. You said that in the last stream, which I thought was the odd thing. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. Mevin's coming in with a tier 1 for 3 months. You're absolute legend. Thank you. Thank you. You'll save money doing that? What, as in, I'll save money as in just focusing and fixating on one thing? Yeah, Mevins, you're absolute legend. Thank you very much for the tier 1, the support. I appreciate you. Morgan says, hi, Joey. This is my first stream, but I've been watching your content for a few months. I love your videos as they show you learning and developing your skills, unlike... keep up. Thank you. I appreciate that, Morgan. Oh, we just talked about a lot of a lot of that, I guess. I was kind of saying, Morgan, that it's tough because going out to like motherboards and you know, ROG Ally I think is acceptable because it's a console, right? And I actually really enjoyed working on the ROG Allies, which is why I'm going to be working on one today. I'm actually looking forward to it, and this one seems to be a bit foobarred. But like, that's a console, right? And consoles, in a way, are simple in that respect. When it comes to you've got PC repair, which is replacing your power supply, replacing your motherboard, replacing your CPU, diagnosing it, replacing the RAM. Like, that is PC repair. Swapping out chassis, building PCs. That is like one thing, right? Actually, let's separate that. You've got PC building. Bosh. So you could say, I build PCs. Lovely jubbly. Okay. Then you've got, I can repair PCs, which is essentially then the part swapping, right? So that's like a different skill set. So you've got the building PCs, which there's so many different things to that. Let's not get into that. But like water cooling, it blows my mind. Like I see, who is it? Jay's 2 cents, right? And I see his water cooling abilities. My lord, the glove. I think, how on earth does this man know so much about this? It's absolutely crazy. Like, insane amount of knowledge. So, like, PC building is not just PC building. It's like there's so much within that. Then you've got repairing PCs, and diagnosing PCs, a whole different skill set. You've also got the same with consoles. I feel like less and less so now because we're moving away from the days you can just replace an SSD or replace, I mean, you can replace a power supply, but like you can't, with a lot of the older issues like Xbox One S and Xbox One original consoles, cool, you just replace the drives. The hard drives were a lot of the issues, blah, blah, blah. Power supplies, luckily with those, it was like the power supply was in the cable, so it'd just be a swap of a cable. Or like, whereas now, for a PS5 and for an Xbox Series X, you can't just replace a drive. So you kind of need to know all of this other information. So it's actually getting more difficult to repair consoles if you think about it that way. Nintendo Switches are different, obviously, but I mean, the core memory for those is built in. So you could argue the same for that in the NAND. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll be honest. I don't know what this rant's about. I've got no idea. Does anyone else? I ain't got no idea. I ain't got a Scooby. That's where I started fixing them building PCs. I feel like that is the barrier to entry, but then it's a high barrier to entry, isn't it? Because you have to build PCs and you need to pay for parts and all of those things. Rhodes, welcome, buddy. How are you? Since you're amazing with consoles, if you thought about modifying some after fixing with LEDs, I haven't, Defcon, I haven't. I mean, I wouldn't even necessarily at this moment in time consider it. I'm also just involved more so in the fixing aspect. With your space issue, and that the repair isn't sole profit from repairs content, you can limit yourself to a niche. I'm in the same boat. I'm choosing consoles. Yeah, exactly. I like tinkering. Guys, I actually really enjoy building a PC and like diagnosing a PC. I love that. I really enjoy that. But I don't have the resources, space, nor time to do it, unfortunately. So maybe I just need to stand my ground a little bit more and say, at this moment in time, we are consoles with the odd thing here and there. But GPUs, man. GPUs are tough. Sorry.
Rant away, Joey grin.
Sorry. One in the chat if you're here for the rant. One in the chat if you're here for the rant. Techno coming in with a £20. You absolute legend. Thank you. I've seen your message on Discord, by the way. I haven't responded yet. I hope you're well, Techno. Thank you very much. Absolute legend. I started building basic repairs on PC back in 2002. Now I do motherboard GPU repairs. Yeah, exactly. That's incredible, though. I think it will be hard to get into fixing more PCs due to the absurd amount of time, knowledge, and resources. Exactly, yeah. These sorts of things are probably the parts of the repair business we are worst at. None of us became repair technicians because we are the best when it comes to business management. Yeah, I've kind of... it's weird. My business setup is really weird. And I've actually been watching a lot of business stuff at the moment because I really enjoy it. And I didn't realize how much I enjoy it. Do you know what? I always kind of thought to myself, I'd love to have a business one day. I always felt like it would be the way to go, just for like financial freedom and those sorts of things. I've always had that mindset, but I got locked into a 9-to-5 to pay bills and to do XYZ. So that dream just kind of, I never knew, like probably a lot of people, I never knew what to do a business in, like how to go and work for myself. Like I had no idea. When you've not done it before, when you've done it, it's easy because you go, oh, I would just do this, this, and this, and this. Like even if it's not in the business that I do at the moment, it's like, oh, I'd start here, I'd go here, I'd do XYZ. But when you've not done it and you're just all like, you know, I want it, but how do I actually make the steps to go and do it when I've got responsibilities to do and all of those things? It's really, really tough. CJ Bot, thank you very much for the tier 1. I appreciate that. Legend, thank you. But my business model is completely different to, say, Phil's or anybody else who does repair. Northridge, you know, even, I guess, no, even like Northwest Repair. Like my business model is completely entirely different. My revenue is content creation, whereas the people that I've just mentioned do repair as a service and have that as their main source of revenue. I can't speak in terms of how well they do financially with content creation. So there might be an argument that actually Northwest Repair earns more money from his content than what he actually does with his repairs on GPUs. I don't think that would be the case, just as a guess, but his main driver is going to be the GPU aspect. And you know, he's very smart in the sense that what he's doing is he uses YouTube as a marketing tool to get himself jobs, because actually in the first line of the description of his videos is feel free to contact me on, most of the time, feel free to contact me on Discord for a job for GPU. So he's a genius in that sense, and he's doing really, really well because of it. And guess what? He'll get repairs and then he can recycle that and use it as content for the YouTube channel. So he's not spending a bunch of money here to advertise his business. He's using YouTube for free, except for sacrificing his time, let's not forget that, to edit, bundle it up and put it onto YouTube. So again, my business model is different. I don't have repairs as a service. My business model is content creation, and I use repairs to funnel that. So it's like backwards. Do you know what I mean? It's backwards. And that's why I kind of go round and round and think, oh, maybe I should offer like repair as a service, because marketing wise, lovely jubbly, we're all good. I think we do okay. I think we get a lot of mail-ins, especially if I was to like target maybe, you know, the console niche, etc. But then the stress and everything that comes with that means that I'd have to slow down YouTube, and I don't want to do that. And content creation, I don't want to do that. I kind of like having the YouTube and the social media aspect as a prime driver for the revenue for my business. I enjoy that. That's fun. It's really fun. And there's no cap. I'm not capping myself for X amount of money per hour because I'm not having to get a job done for somebody. Does that make sense? So that's why the school stuff has come about as well, because it's another revenue. It's another revenue driver that could be really cool. And I get an opportunity to meet some awesome people and spend some decent time with people to help them elevate their repairs. And that is also a thing that I get a bump out of. It feels really, really cool. Really, really cool. So like that aspect, I guess it's more like it's not a software as a service, because it's just not. But it's more like a SaaS, they call it, I think. But it's more just like I'm not putting a cap or limit on my time. The only way that I'm actually doing that at the moment is with school, for people who sub and do the $99 option, because then I'm having to spend more time speaking to people who do that, because I want to give them the quality one-on-one time that they deserve, because they are paying a monthly fee for information. That will fizzle out at some point, because there just won't be enough hours in the day, the more people that come in. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. I mean, that's just kind of where my head's at the moment. I know people said, how are you getting on today, Joey, and stuff. But yeah, I've had a lot of thinking and stuff to do recently. And I think just taking on GPUs, taking on motherboards, and doing everything else that I'm trying to do at the moment is quite a lot. So I just need to kind of strip back a little bit. I really enjoy doing the school stuff. Really, really enjoy doing the school stuff. I done my first little, it was almost like a webinar setting. It was completely different to streaming. I have to be honest. I was nervous, man. I was nervous. It's like, it was just me. People would come in the call and watch. I think we had around about 15 to 20 people or so. And I was just going through like a bit of a slideshow presentation. And it felt weird. There was no music, which I'm used to. But when I'm saying, like, when I'm talking to people, I'm kind of, yeah, it was weird. I loved it though. I absolutely loved it. And that is also, I believe, a skill that I'm trying to develop. It's like a different form of speaking, you know. I could live stream for days on end. Honestly, I love live streaming. I love going back and forth between the chats. Like, that is an amazing thing. I love it so much. I love getting the energy back from you guys. But streaming was so much harder when I had like nobody watching. It was so much harder. Honestly. Ran over. Let's fix something. Hello. Adrian, welcome. Maybe this coffee just hit me really good. How are you? Thank you very much for the legendary status membership. I appreciate you. Employ staff to assist you. Assist me in what? I don't really have anyone that I would take on that would be like you could argue like editors. I enjoy doing that. Easy.
Hello.
I haven't spoken to you in ages.
For once.
Hello.
Hope all is well with the family Blackheart.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I hope you're well, Izzy. Everything's good this end. Yeah, I was just having a little bit of a rant is all. So you know, the usual. I hope you're well. I hope job's well. All of those good things. So yeah, my coffee is also really hitting today out of the JDT mug. Let's go. I don't have my JDT mug today. I've got a J mug instead. Joe, once in a while throwing around a Martin if you see something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree, Byard. I agree. Dewey and R3 and Hollywood, thank you very much for the follows. I appreciate you. Man's lost his DT. Factually true. I have lost my DT. It's harder talking to yourself than people think, especially if you're trying to talk to yourself and other people understand it. Yeah. Lousy Goosey Gaming, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. As a picture, this? No, it's tiny, man. This is a normal mug size for me. That's a normal mug size for me. I don't think that's that big. Chat, is this a big mug? Or is this a big mug? This is a big mug. I don't think this is that much of a big mug. That's a basic mug. Facts, right? Yeah, I agree. Hey, Damien, welcome, buddy. How are you? Yeah, we're looking at an ROG. Yeah. Not doing tech today, guys. Sorry. Yeah. Still waiting for the T video. Oh, don't. J mug. Joey chat stream. JDT mug. Joey does. Yeah, exactly that, Jasper, right? Agreed. At the end of the day, it's your life. You do what you enjoy. Even as a content creator, you don't have to listen to the people telling you to branch out because they're bored with the same things. I think it's a mix, right? I'm gonna get the ROG Ally before I go into more of a rant. It's a mix. Oh, also, chat, I have a story for the GPU, the 5070 Ti. Not necessarily a story, just I have a result. Basically, they won't RMA it. They said you need to go back to the shop. So I'm going to be selling this 5070 Ti on eBay, and hopefully I might include that in profit or loss. Technically, I bought it for profit or loss, right? I paid £320 for it. A 5070 Ti faulty. I think somebody will pay more than that, chat, for the core and the RAM and stuff, hey? It's not been opened. It's not been opened. It's got the box. What do we think? Do you think I'll get more than that for a 5070 Ti? Yes or no? 5070 Ti. More than £320. They retail about £800, don't they? Yeah, I'd think about 450 as well. I agree. Ever thought about doing merch? I think a lot of people would love that. He doesn't know, chat. Manuel, let me show you something. Over our time for JDT, how many items of merch have we sold? You could buy a JDT mug. The JDT mugs are cool. The issue being is that when I done my launch for 100k, I done it as close to stock price as possible, so I made no profit at all. Fourth wall takes up a lot of profit, understandably, because they make it so easy. You literally place an order. I do nothing. I do absolutely nothing, and fourth wall do everything. The packaging, the returns, everything they do.
Garog Fund laughing face.
Garog. I kind of like it. T1, thank you very much for the Prime 5 months in a row. There is no Garog Fund. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. So I think we have sold, in total, guys, in terms of products, I've got a 100k t-shirt, I've got my 50k, I've got a profit or loss. At the end of Profit or Loss Season 1, I sold 59 t-shirts. If I go to Analytics and I go Custom, and I just go all the way back to when I first launched my fourth wall store, which would have been around about, it definitely wouldn't have been 2023, but I'm going to go back there because why not? And then if I go all the way to today, we have sold a total of 370 total items. I'd say about half was sold for stock price, though. How much profit have I made off 370 orders, chat? Let's play a game before I get into my ROG Ally, which I have here, by the way. So I have it. Don't worry. Chat, how much profit have I made from 370 orders? See, the prices are going to vary because a mug is $10, whereas like a hoodie was $25. If we average at $20, and I went 370 times 20, that's $7,400. $7,400. If we done $20 on average, I don't think that is the case. I don't know if it's higher, I don't know if it's lower, but I'm just going to be like, I'm just going to say $20 is per item. So $7,400. How much profit have I made out of that $7,400? There was a day I lost $56. I'll just see it on here. I think that's when I had to adjust the price point. Oh, there's another day where I lost. Oh, that would have been because I gave stuff away. 450. No, you guys are really, really off. 2,000 profits, says Tristan. More like it. More like it. $2,635 of profit. Dollars. So maybe about £2,300 or so profit from 370 orders. So yeah, 2,000 is how much I profited, by the way, from those 370 orders. $2,635, which isn't actually. Oh wait, average order shop value. I could have just used that. So let me take this back. 350 times $39. So this is the total. This will be the total. This changes the game. Okay. So, not profit. This is not profit. This is sales. Okay. Oh wait, I can just go under here and see sales. That would just make much more sense. Wow. All right, this makes a difference. Gross sales, chat, is $14,545. I've got nothing to hide here, by the way. You guys know how transparent I am with a lot of stuff, right? I've got nothing to hide here. Look at this. This is it. This is what I made off merch. Hello? There it is. See that? So, this is how much I made off merch. 14.5 grand is gross sales. That is how much everyone's paid. Discounts is how many things I gave away at cost price. Cost is how much. That's fourth wall. The platform. So this cost here is fourth wall. And the merch. Which is crazy, really, if you think about it. I mean, obviously I've signed up for it and I know exactly what's going on, and you know, it was a way to give you guys something that was like a bit of JDT memorabilia, you know. And then you've got the profit of 2635. So that's how much I've made. So out of the 2635, out of 14 grand, at JDT as a business made 2,635. So it's pretty much what, 80-20, something like that. How do we work that out as a percentage, guys? Yo.
Joey.
Hello.
Face emoji. Is my comments coming through?
What have you said,
Really
Jinx? Sorry, there's just a lot. There's just a lot going on, mate, and I'm just ranting. Do you think you can make a living off repairing faulty items, electronics from eBay? No, absolutely not. From eBay specifically, no. Faulty items in general, you could do if you had a good supplier. The supplier that I bought these ROG Allies from, for example, right? If I had a bulk load and just kept going, yeah. I mean, I was making 100 and something pound profit per one of these, and some of them a BIOS issue. I even said to Loki that maybe I could work on all of those ROGs that I got from that company, maybe like 4 or 5 of them in half a day, if I knew that there was BIOS issues. Boom, 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 boom. Jinx, thank you very much for the £2. I appreciate you, by the way, for the £2 super chat. I can see your comments from above. Yeah, it's just there's quite a few comments coming through. Just to be clear, Mr. HMRC, this is sales, not profit. I report everything to HMRC. I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm not going to pay tax. It's just not me. I'm too scared for that. Yeah. I'm too much of a, I'll pay my dues. Wherever I need to pay my dues, I'll pay my dues. I want my council in my area to have enough money to do what they need to do to have a nice sort of area to live in. Does it happen? Probably not. Could they do a much better job at doing stuff? Yes, they absolutely could. But I can then at least always say, I've done my part. So yeah. How do you find a supplier? But that's the thing, Lovex. It's a lot of like who you know, not what you know at that point. Manuelito. No, I wouldn't recommend it personally. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Worth every penny for the content you put out, otherwise you do at the hospitals with the game stations. Yeah, I mean, that's the fulfilling stuff. That's like the stuff that is amazing. That's the stuff that whenever I leave all of this behind, I'm gonna be like, that's what I did. Not okay. Not I. That's definitely the wrong way to think about it. That's what we did as a community. 100% not worth the risk. I worked with someone who didn't, and it was until he was about to retire and started drawing his private pension, they came after him. Yeah, honestly, I couldn't think of anything worse. Why on earth would I want to be chased by the tax person? Why on earth would you want HMRC on your back all the time? Honestly, I have no idea. They will know. It will happen. Like, money is too smart nowadays. Money is too smart nowadays. Back in the day, especially if you was like a tradesperson, lovely jubbly. But it's just, they got eyes everywhere, man. They got eyes everywhere. Tax saving, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just not something that I'm personally interested in, you know. Too scared to do it. Too scared to do it. Haven't filed since 2019. What? Lord Glove. No comment, man. No comment. Just sort it out. Just sort it out. Do you know how much stress you're going to be creating for yourself in the future? Oh my gosh. Yeah, always pay the tax, man. I mean, I'm one of those people that just advocates for paying your taxes. I'm not somebody who's going to be like, no, just, you know, one of those. No, absolutely not. Don't anything. Just pay up. That's my take. Because you will save for yourself, for your own ability. If you don't like the taxes, move somewhere else. Isn't it Texas, chat? I think. Is it Texas that you get 0% income tax or something silly like that? I don't have an oscilloscope. No, I wouldn't know how one works. Oh, it's not? Oh, I thought Texas was meant to be really good for tax or something. There is a few states, don't know them all. I think Florida is there too. Lowest income tax in America is 6.2%. So wait, so you've got income. Oh, so there isn't no income tax. Oh, okay, fine. But I thought Texas was really good, no? Go to Dubai. I mean, Dubai's meant to be really good. Illinois is 9.8. Is that income tax? So in America, do you have two types of tax? Do you have state tax and federal tax? So you have individual state tax and you have federal tax. So you have federal tax, which is whole of the US. Fact or fiction? Federal is the whole of the US. And how much is that? Because if it's for the whole of the US and it just like, oh, it's income dependent. Depends on your income. Okay. Depends on your income. Okay. So you've got three types of taxes. Federal income, state, and sales. US citizens have to pay tax when they're not living there. And estate tax. Any more taxes? What? Most Americans, 50 to 100K income, I'm assuming, is 6.2%. That's federal. So it's roughly 6.2% between 50 to 100K dollars. Roughly 6.2% is federal. John, welcome. How are you? Loki says, "Hey, 12K income here. Very low tax." What about dividends? What about dividend tax then? How does that work, Loki? How does that work? It's crazy. Don't get me started. Okay, fine. All right. It's interesting now. I think, again, just like the learning aspect. Whole other ball game. Yeah, I can imagine. States like Illinois. There's it's Illinois, isn't it, chat? Is it Illinois? Oh my goodness gracious! Right, let's not mention that again. Illinois. There's the federal income tax plus a state income tax at 9.8% on top of that. Okay, so like 6 points. So you're talking like maybe like 16% or so. 16%, and then you have sales tax on top of that. And I'm assuming, guys, is sales tax if you make a sale? Now, how does that work? Or like, I mean, that's technically that's any income, right? Because everything is a sale. Like, is it not? So if you had a business in the US and you sold like a repair or something like that, sales tax. So then you have that as well. Like VAT. Okay, fine. Crazy, man. Guys, why tax is so complicated, hey? Why can't they just say, right, it's just one tax. We call it this. Why does it matter what state you're in, etc.? Do you know what I mean? They can take everything if you mess one thing up. Yeah. I mean, it's also just like you just need to pay somebody who's you need to pay somebody who just deals with it, right? Because it can just become so much. Like one slip up and they're just it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I love to deposit my American knowledge. I appreciate it. It's good to know. It's good to, again, just it's like an interesting thing, you know. But that's nuts. Sales tax is like the VAT, but it's not added to the original price of the product in the US for some reason. So if you buy a pack of crisps for $2 at the counter, it will be $4. 100%. Damien, thank you, my guy. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Coming in with a tier 1 for 3 months. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just think they could make more of an effort to make it like simple, right? I guess. Hey. I know even if your accountant gets messed up, you still get nailed. Yeah, I messaged my accountant about some stuff recently because ChatGPT told me something different to what they did. So I was like, look, I hate to be that guy. I was that guy, chat. I was like, look, I mean, I've ChatGPT'd this, and ChatGPT is saying I need to log it like this. You're telling me I need to log it like this. At the end of the day, who's responsible for my business's taxes, chat? This guy. So therefore, unfortunately, I'm gonna be that guy. But ChatGPT has helped me on a few occasions with that sort of stuff. Right, anyway. Don't use ChatGPT to do your tax. I don't do it to do my taxes. I do it for advice on my taxes. And lo and behold, you know, the emails that come back, I'm not going to say anything, but you know, it's good to do your research. It's good for you to understand, try to understand taxes and how things work. I think, because then you get like a bit more in depth with your business. I think I'm somebody also who vouches for like, you need to ideally pay someone to do the job properly. But with everything that's going on at the moment and ChatGPT being there as a tool to be able to use for stuff like that, there's no harm in double checking. So I'm going to trust somebody that I just pay a monthly fee for. But if something's wrong with my accounts, that it comes to me. They don't go to the accountant. They don't go to the accountant and say, well, you told them to do this and therefore it's not, like, it still falls on me. So I'm a double check. Fact or fiction, chat. And I think, you know, it's one of those things. They come for you. They don't go for your accountant. Right. I also have my own business. Did you get the email about all business owners now have to verify themselves? Yeah, we have to wait till the end of November to we can get it. Yeah. I saw that. Is there to help you not blindly follow like some people's GPS and other. Yeah, I agree. I think it's there again, as a lot of people say, it's there to be used as a tool to help, and that's exactly what it's been doing for me for so many different reasons. Right, ROG Ally chat. The issue with this is number one, the chassis is broken at the top. If it were that simple, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank, but unfortunately it's not. It's open and I don't have any screws for it, so it's come without screws. I'm just going to take the back off, and if I rotate it around, I mean, I should just be able to replace the back like that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so it's the first time that I'm like investigating this properly. I took the back off when I received it, but that was it. I didn't really like look at it and inspect it. I just wanted to make sure the SSD was there. The SSD is there. The power button is missing at the top. So massive red flags. I'm happy that I've got the SSD, obviously, and I'm just looking at everything else. What's kind of caught my eye is that they haven't taken the warranty sticker off of the heatsink. But how on earth? Oh, so okay. Hear me out. I think they've taken the board out, and you don't necessarily need to remove the heatsink from the motherboard to actually fully disassemble. So I think what they've done is they've fully disassembled, but they've kept the heatsink on here and therefore not marked the warranty sticker. But they've marked this warranty sticker where the battery goes, because obviously you need to unscrew the long screw from inside the fan. So I've got the battery, I've got everything else. It's got like all of the buttons and everything, as you can see on the front. The screen condition is okay. It's just a little bit dusty at the moment, but it's quote unquote fine. It just needs a good clean. So I think I'm kind of tempted just to plug this in and see what happens, but I don't have a power button. But I do know from Loki's knowledge that I can bridge 2 pins here to actually power it on. So I'm kind of tempted to just do that to start with. So I think let's do that. So I'm going to put the back on, just see what happens, because it's clearly had stuff done to it anyway. So me applying power to it now isn't going to make that much of a difference. How rude of me. I haven't said how much I've paid for this. Chat, what do you think I've paid for this ROG Ally? I've got the invoice as well, so I'll be able to know. Here we go. Ah, here we go again. I'm going to tell you that I paid a record breaking. I'm super happy with this. I paid £100 for this ROG Ally. W or L in the chat. W or L? Nobody's... Oh, somebody did say 100. Morgan. Is that a W or L? Now, the thing is, it's got no screws, and I mean, it's got the SSD, and we're missing, you know, the warranty sticker is kind of void. But I think £100 is a good amount for this. I think £100 is a good amount. In terms of condition, like I said on the back as well, pretty flawless, right? I think pretty flawless. Bearing in mind, these can sell for upwards of £300 or so. I could be in for a huge profit if I manage to fix this. So, let's grab the ammeter. Looks like a parts console. Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, it depends if it's parts or not. Factually true. How is it advertised? Missing button is how it's advertised. I saw ROG Ally for £100. I said yes. That's the logic here. Because, well, actually, my logic was also I had bought 4 of these from a company and I fixed 3 of them. So actually, regardless of what they say, I'm going to pay £100 for a ROG Ally. Fact or fiction? That makes sense in my brain. Do you see what I'm saying, chat? I'm going to bin these tweezers because the ends of them are FUBA. So, where's my tweezers from the lovely Bodge Bodge? Here they are. Okay, let's plug it in and see what kind of draw we get. Do we get 5 volts? I'm kind of hoping for a 5 volts to be honest. Okay, here we go. 3, 2. This is where I find out it's got no USB-C port. No, it does. 3, 2, 1. So it's a 5 volt, but nothing happens. Is that shorted? Is that a short? Oh, it shorted my meter. Let me try again. It broke my meter, so let me try that again. Let's try again. Yeah. I think that's a short. Now, why is that? Why am I excited? I'm excited because the system is doing something to shut down. This smells to me like a faulty cap somewhere. Could be wrong. Loki, what are your first impressions? Loki is somebody who is a repair expert, I would say, when it comes to ROG Allies. And I'm asking him now what his first thoughts are, seeing a hard 5 volt short. I don't think that's something like bad RAM or something like that. I think that is going to be something shorted that might be simple. I'm calling it. Honestly, power delivery controller probably removed and pins bridged. Ooh, okay, so that's what Loki thinks. Cap on a power rail, I hope so. Let's take this bad boy apart. I think that's a good sign though, Loki. What do you think? I think at the moment, not a bad sign. I'm kind of happy with that. In my head, at least, something is faulty. So for £100, I'm okay. Let's get this bad boy taken apart. I've only got 2 donor boards, so it's a good sign. Factually true, my guy, factually true. To be honest with you, though, when they took this apart, it looks like they've done pretty well, I think. Because it doesn't seem to be all over the place. It could have been something that somebody was like changing, they were like modifying something, perhaps, and unfortunately, they screwed it up. It was like an attempted modification. That all kind of looks okay down there as well. Just put everything in the shell. Where can I put the screws? Put screws up here. The SSD screw is missing. I think I've got a replacement SSD screw. Hopefully the SSD itself is okay. It's a 512 Z1 Extreme, FYI. I was saying, when I worked on these originally in the video, I said that these are absolutely amazing to work on. I really, really enjoy working on these ROG Allies so far anyway. Maybe I've just not had something that has absolutely dispatched me. That cable looks a little bit skew with, actually. Because it's been taken apart before as well, I'm going to check for all sorts of clues here. And go inspect a gadget. Best prep for voltage injection? Yeah, that's fine. Things you'd love to hear. So what? Did they just remove the... They didn't even remove the speakers. So, speakers. The fan. They didn't remove the fans? Wow. Oh, so the speakers have been taken out there. They've not even got the LCD ribbon cable plugged in. Okay, it's about to get a whole lot interesting, isn't it? So I'm actually going to remove the heatsink. Because there might be something underlying, you know, that they have just missed for whatever reason. But there's a lot of cables here that are just unplugged. And luckily, I've got a power button that I've already stripped from another console. Missing APU and RAM. Why would you say that? Why would you guys say that, huh? Why would you guys say that? Well, I'd find it very hard to believe that they've actually diagnosed this as a bad APU without removing the heatsink. It kind of looks like everything's here. Straight off the bat. And a lot of the stickers are here. So it's not like they've removed all of that. And we've got this here as well, which is the RAM is housed under here. So these are good signs to me. These are good signs. Am I wrong? Am I a moron, perhaps? Right. Are we ready all together? There's a bit of bubblegum or something. Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. I mean, I personally can't see any signs of work. No flux. Nothing like that. This is a big W. I'm kind of tempted to plug in the power and use my thermal camera, because people have obviously already plugged in the power, including myself, and I just want to see if an area is getting ridiculously hot on that initial burst of 5 volts. Ooh, interestingly, hold on. Ooh, ready for this, Loki? Are you ready for this? This is without a battery. where it's just 4 volt. It's just 5 volts. Maybe it was doing that originally, but it's obviously just not updating on the actual software itself. This could be the it could just be the ITE chip here, you know. It could just be the ITE chip. So, Loki, am I right in thinking? So I think the first place that I want to look is actually on this side around here to make sure that I'm getting my 5 volts. Because if I make sure that I'm getting my 5 volts here, doesn't that mean that the ITE chip is good? Yeah, there we go. See, look. Yes. We're learning, chat. Can you believe it? Wait, did I unplug my scope? Why did I unplug my scope? Oh, yeah, Madonna. Is this another ROG? Are you going... Gibbs, why are you not streaming? Every single time, man. I'll call you part-time. If I see you in my stream, I know you're not streaming. This guy. Oh, but Joey, I went to a car boot sale today. We were just talking about you and how you gave me an absolute heart attack. I said, honestly, mate, I was watching that and I kind of just, my heart sank. I was like, oh no, please. The fact it was on stream as well, I thought, what have I done to deserve this? You couldn't have avoided it as well, because you could just see, I could just see it on your face that something wasn't right. So, you know, you didn't even have the option to not speak about it because you were just shocked that it booted to BIOS. Why not? Because, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you. I'm going to a wide lens just to give us a bit of a overall view of this. Just to see if there's any issues. So we get 5 volts on this bad boy. Somebody's tried to replace, or I don't even know if they've tried to replace, but they've removed the power connector. This thing's not going to power on if it doesn't get its 20 volts. So there's that, and it's at 5 volts now. My guess is that somebody took this apart and just thought it might be the power button that was faulty, and they weren't able to read the voltage to see exactly what was going on, and couldn't see that it was only 5 volts. That's where I'm at. Yeah, but it's all good now, Gibbs. Yeah, it's all good now. You confirm that it's all okay. It's all working. And we're okay, right? Been watching you on Facebook Reels for ages. Finally get to catch you live. Thank you very much. Why not? Because I appreciate that. Yeah, we've had a lot of followers recently from all of the short form content. I keep speaking to Gibbs about it as well. So many followers from the short form. So I appreciate anybody who's come through. Yeah, this all looks okay, you know. After a quick general inspection, I can't really see anything on this side. Let me just flip to the other side as well. Now, here's our ITE chip. Let me just check that that's not been changed. No, there's no flux or anything around that to indicate that it's actually been swapped out. That looks fine. It looks factory. So, with that being said, I think we're going to check. Oh, guys, we got a free hair. Lovely job. Let's save that for later. Save that for my breakfast tomorrow morning. I think we're okay. From board is not completely food. I think it's like thermal paste or something. Yeah. The board is not completely foobarred. You know, I think we're okay from that perspective. BIOS chip is on the board. Power delivery controller, which I believe is under here, is covered. So I don't think they would have gone and looked at that. Okay. Maybe disable the FreeRepair in stream. Yes. Yes, I need to. I just need to put a message up. I'll do that in a second. Thank you, Bodge, because I was meant to do it last time. I just completely forgot. So I believe the cap that I'm meant to measure, according to Loki's knowledge, let me see if I get this right, Loki. Where are the 3 caps? There's 3 caps. Where are they? I believe it's like... Wait, what? I'm on the opposite side. I'm on the wrong side of the board. It's over here. That's where this cable is. It's here. Yeah. It's here, this little chip. Am I right? Am I right? Let me turn my meter on. There was a knocked TVS diode next to the keyboard connector. No. Keyboard connector. Where's the? This one is the FPC, no? Or is this what you're talking about? This is the LCD connector. Are you talking about here? You're talking about here. You're talking about that one. Backside. Where's the keyboard connector? Over here? Is that keyboard? No, they look fine. They look a little bit skew with. If you're talking about these two, I don't know if you are though, or this one. That also looks okay. The one at the top. I don't know what you're talking about, if I'm honest, Ben. I can't lie. Oh, here. No, they look okay. Is everything okay? Oh, I could hear her shouting fire. Oh. Sorry. I could hear my daughter shouting fire, fire. And my wife has just said, yeah, we're playing. I said, I was ready though, chat. I was ready. You know what I mean? That's why I can't play Arc Raiders. It's why I can't play Arc Raiders. I can't zone in. Because trust me, I'd be so much better than Gibbs. I know I would. If I played Arc Raiders and I could just commit some time to it. No, I think they're just factory pads, mate, to be honest. I think they're factory pads. Good spot though. You're so what do you call it? You're just so aware, mate. You're so aware, you're so good at what you do. I saw that too, but I know nothing. What was that? Is there a pin coming through the legs of that connector? Which connector? This is the issue, isn't it? That connector proceeds to see 30,000 connectors on the board. Is it here? Oh, here? Are you talking about here? That just looks like a bit of thermal paste or something. Like just debris. I actually just played it for the first time a couple of hours ago. It was fun, but too repetitive for me. That's fair enough. I've gone for 10 minutes, and what's happened since you plugged it in? And was there a short? Because that's what I saw last. No, we haven't seen yet. So what I'm going to do then is go to this location on the board. I was just loading up my multimeter. And I think that's going to work now because I've got it plugged into a different COM port. And it's number 13, isn't it? Oh, don't tell me you're not going to work. Don't tell me you're not going to work. Not this again. Wait, I've only got one COM port? What? COM port, chat. Disgusting. Oh, it's not plugged in. Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Nothing changes. I've just opened Photoshop. For those who have worked with Photoshop, you'll know that it takes a while to open. That's why I'm a little bit annoyed, because it takes a while to open. It just freezes up your whole PC. Anyway. Yo, Victoria, welcome. How are you? I haven't spoken to you in like months. I hope you're well. I really have an Arc Raiders addiction. I might need help. It's your job, though, so you're okay. You don't need help. It's your job. You should be playing more. But I just want you to know that I would beat you on it. 1v1, whatever it was, Gibbs. Very much like Megabonk. I haven't unleashed that to chat yet. But if you saw the score differences, chat, between myself and Gibbs on Megabonk, I'll let the scores do the talking. So much so that I've actually heard from people in his chat that he's scared to play it because of the score that I got. That's what I heard. Anyway. Is that hole in the MOSFET? What, here? No, not here either. These are all red herrings, chat. Prod coming in with a parade for 21 months in a
Ooh.
row. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Absolute legend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 479 total subscriptions, chat. Thank you. Right, so I'm going to put the multimeter now into continuity mode, okay? And that is where we have a short. Sorry, not a short, but when the multimeter makes a connection, as you can hear, a circuit. The circuit is complete. We get a beep. If I go over to our caps here, I'm just going to quickly check and see if we've got a short. So I'm going to ground the black probe on ground. Funny that. And I'm going to measure on these caps. Now, one of them should beep. One of them shouldn't. I believe this side is ground. Maybe it's not. Where's my software? There she is. So actually, okay, we're fine then, right? I think we're fine because this is going to be ground. Yeah, it's ground. Okay, fine. All right. Well. So these caps are absolutely fine. Right. All right. So there's no short here, but I'm still looking for 5 volts. Because this chip could be...
Hello, good sir.
Kasen, hello. Thank you very much for the parade for 4 months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This chip could also be... It could be bust. You've triggered a hype train. Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you. So much going on. Finished my... Renault's got myself a new position in my company starting tomorrow. I'm down like £56. Yes, let's go! Well done, Victoria. Proud of you. Okay. I'm kind of tempted to plug in the voltage here and see if I get, but then I think I'm going to have to go battery. Let me just check something as well. That 5 volts that gets generated, the amps that are drawn is like 0.04. I don't think we're going to see anything necessarily that indicates any heat signature. So I'm just going to have to do like Loki was saying, potential like voltage injection to see what's going on. I'm just going to measure on a few caps around here on the ITE. And also, I think another good place to measure is going to be on our power rails. Yo! Because thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Just to see if there's any initial shorts here. 240 ohms on that inductor. Nothing there. And there's a couple of caps here, aren't there? Yeah, I think we're okay. Let me just quickly go through and measure any of the other power rails quick. Just see if there's any shorts. No, I think I think it's going to be something like a chip. Is what my heart says. Wait, chat. Is that button screwed in? What? I'm so confused. Is it like extra protection for the button? If so, that's genius. That's genius. I love that. It's a reinforcement. I love it. No battery for checking the OVP. Okay, cool. So let's do that. So I'm going to go into DC voltage on the multimeter. And I'm going to go to here. And we should, in standby, get enough for what we need to see here, which is going to be our 5 volt rail. If we don't see 5 volts, Loki, am I right in thinking there's this little BGA chip here that's responsible for that? And can I further confirm that it's not working by measuring 5 volts somewhere in the circuit before it reaches that chip? Let's plug her in. Again, it's not showing anything, but I can confirm I get 5 volts right now. And then if I measure here, which is ground, and here. 3.4. Oh, so we're missing. So this should be 5 volts. I get 5 volts here, but I get 3.4. I get 3.4 here. So is this chip bad then, Loki? Is that a bad IC? Or is that voltage okay? .4. Okay, let's have a look before that then. So what do we get here on this little... So I get 5 here, 5 here. This resistor goes down to nothing. So that's a 5. This cap on this rail, 5. 5. 5. What about this little IC? Where do you go? What do you get here? 0. Coming out of this IC. What's this IC for? What are you for? Oh, wait a minute. I get no standby voltage here. That could be fine, quote unquote. I'm just going to measure that cap in continuity mode. Wait there. Okay, fine. So it's just not. Okay, all right. So it's not that it's shorted. It just doesn't have any voltage in standby. Let me measure it around the interseal chip here. No shorts anywhere. This is actually meant to read. Oh, so this is actually a problem that I had on. You know that device that I couldn't fix? It was no power, and I wanted to use the board that I had on top of my cabinet. I found this first. Now, chat, believe it or not, this is 100% completely normal as far as I'm aware. This little cap here shows us 1 ohm there, shows us 1 ohm there. Loki, I'm right in thinking this is normal, right? Because that was the biggest red herring in my life when I saw that originally. I replaced this chip. I've done a bunch of other things. Is that a hole in that chip next to the inductor? This one? No. And this one? No, I don't think so. I think it's just like a mark. Doesn't seem like a hole. Where's the... So here's our issue where I'm only getting 3.4 volts. So I have a drop in voltage here for some reason. Don't I? But I don't know what it could be. I'm going to send you the info in DM to bypass OVP. They mean the other chip. Which chip, Ben? Which one? This one? Here? Are you talking about here, chat? Yes? No, it's not a hole. Some like glue or something. Now, obviously, it could be something like a bad MOSFET. That would make sense, to be honest. A bad MOSFET with like the voltage drop that we see, instead of getting the full 5. Or it could be like a, I don't know if it could be a bit like a bad resistor, you know. But it's here. Here is where we lose it. So we get 5 volts coming in, but for some reason we don't get it out. And the only thing is that chip, right? The only thing is that chip. Look. Logically, I mean, I'd guess here, but I'm not that great. Continuous mode. Five volts. I measure here, 3.4, and it just goes through the chip. Even if I measure, let me measure here. Look, watch this. Wait there. GG. If I measure here, 5, and I measure here, because it's on the same rail, 3.4. Realistically, you'd think this is the bad boy, right? Gibbs. Wait. Pull OVP, clean the pads, run a jumper with a green line. So take the OVP off to rule it out. Are you sure? Because if I do this now, low key, it's a BGA, right? Loki, what about if I just inject 5 Vs on this cap instead? What about if I just inject 5 Vs? Could we start with that without removing the chip? Logically, would that be the better thing to do? Or would you say no, just in case? Thing is, we're bypassing it now anyway, so it's going to get 5 volts. Do you know what I mean? But we're going to possibly damage the low switches, but we're going to do that anyway, aren't we? But if I'm just soldering a wire from point A to point B, that's going to just give it 5 volts, no? So that's going to do the same job, is it not? Sends elsewhere too. Okay, fine. So remove this first. All right, we can remove it. On other pins. Okay, let's remove it. Let's remove it. Let's remove it. We can take it off. Come on with me. I've been staring at the edge of the water. So let's remove the OVP chip. Take it off. Take it off. Shake it off. I'm going to remove the cable that's next to it, just to make sure. Just noting orientation here. Is there like a... Oh, pin. It's gone. Is it... I think pin 1 is here, right? That would make sense. Assuming pin 1's up there. Where's the chip gone? Found it. Yeah, pin 1 would be there, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay. All right. I'm just going to move this over and put it there, just in case it's not bad. Just make sure none of those are bridging. So apply a little tiny weeny little bit of flux just here. Ball's still going to be hot as well. So I should just be able to come in with my iron quick and flatten that. My iron was dirty, even though I cleaned it. It's really annoying. Really annoying. Why you do this? Sweet. Run the jumper. So the jumper wire, according to Loki, is going from here to here, I believe. So wait, that's this is ground, isn't it? So I'm literally just going 5 volt from here to here, right? I'm literally just plugging it from here to here. Wire, wire, wire. Is that too big? Well, it doesn't matter if it bridges on that cap as well, does it? It doesn't matter because it's on the same rail. So I'll just use that big bit of wire. It is what it is. What soldering tip do I use? I use a BCO2, I believe it's called, my friend. Yeah, BCO2. It's a very long wire, by the way, but it is what it is. Don't do things in hot. I really hope that stays on. I mean, I'm not comfortable sending 5 volts through that. I mean, it might be okay, but that was very, very, very small. That's better. I think we can all agree. Too big wire? It's okay, isn't it? That's all right, no? This wire will be fine. You'd rather have too big than too small, no? That's okay, no? Lurkalot, thank you very much for the Prime for 11 months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you. Right, should we see what happens now? Right, are we ready, chat? To be fair, I could have used some wick instead. Tomato, innit? Who's ready for sparks? Don't say that. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Orange light. Oh. So it is that chip. So this is good. Am I right in thinking this is good? And that's a bad OVP, which is that small chip, right? Yes. Let's go, chat. Okay, so I think all I need to do is replace that small little chip. And get a new power button, of course. Wow. You can leave the jumper on. You can leave the jumper for power on testing. Okay. So put the chip on though, right? Put this chip on. So I've got a Reball. And how do I know if a chip? How do I know if the OVP chip is? Oh, do it as is. Oh, so what? So that chip has basically gone bang though, right? That OVP chip, right? The overprotection. So if that chip has gone bad, what causes that? Is it something that maybe somebody put a bad charger in, for example, and that would blow the chip? So more so, is that like an external fault rather than something that's wrong with the board itself? Ah, yes, or a cheap dock that sends 24 volts plus. I see. Okay. And I mean, it's really good to know that if you do get 3 point something volts there instead of the 5 volts, it's an indication that it's a bad chip as well. So all I need to do now is replace that chip with another one. How do I know if one of those chips is good, Loki? Exactly the same test. Just make sure that I get 5 volts on either side of that chip, regardless of what I'm looking at. So this one, for example, right? This one here. So I'm going to plug in the power. I can't remember what donor board this one was, to be fair. I'm getting nothing. I'm getting zilcho. Why am I getting zilcho? What did I take off this board? Oh, I took off the IT chip. Oh, that would probably explain it. Let me try one of the other ones that I've got. There we go. So this one actually goes up to the 20. And we get the light. What was wrong with this one, Loki? Yeah, chip good. We can just... Yeah, APU one, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. This is the one that we took the RAM... that we had a look at the... I had a vision there that I'd potentially be able to use this RAM on a PS5. but I can't, so that's good. Because I ended the video. No spoilers. Right, we learned something new again. Exactly. So this one has gone straight up to 20 volts, which means we can... Yo, Victoria! Oh, why not? Because gifted a tier 1 sub to Victoria, aka Diablessa. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. No more ads for you guys. No more ads for you guys. I see people saying about the ads. Thank you. Another gifted sub from Cuz to Tokra. Thank you. I appreciate that. No ads. What a legend. That's 2 gifted subs now. Why not? Because thank you so much. I appreciate the support, my guy. Thank you. Legend. Oh yeah, you can also use Prime as well. If you don't want ads on Twitch, you can use your Prime. That's very true. Yeah, what was this one? What was this board, Loki? This one here was because of... I can't remember. They were both APU. So I could take this one as well, do you think? And have no issues? I mean, it doesn't really matter where I take it from, does it? Should be fine, right? And if not, well, we know it's a faulty chip because everything else points to it being okay. So let me remove... Now I'm going to go with this one then, because I know that this one's got the missing ITE, which we definitely know is APU. And that chip kind of looks like it's been moved. Wait a minute. The Puddling Master coming in with a Prime subscription. Thank you. I appreciate it. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Oh, to be fair, that kind of looks okay. This angle. I think it was the other angle. It looks a little bit lopsided. That looks okay, that angle. Okay. All right. Let's get this one off. I'm going to use this one. This OVP chip. It does look a little bit off-centered, though. I'm patient, but not patient enough to work through with just 300 degrees. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for the primes and the gifted subs and whatnot. We are 480 total. Well, actually, sorry, I lied. 483 total Twitch subscribers. I think we were speaking about this the other day. The highest I ever got to was over 2,000. And it was crazy. Crazy times. Yo! Lovex!
Joey.
Yo.
I think I just fixed that switch you helped with on stream.
Oh,
Join
wow!
2 watts steady.
Yeah! Let's go! I love that. Thank you so much for the $5, Lovex. Thank you. I'm doing something very, very similar now, actually. Puts me onto a good point. I've got there's a thing called school, exclamation mark school in the chat. And there's a couple of different pricing tiers. You can buy courses individually. I've only got one course on at the moment. Or you can subscribe for $99 a month, and that gives you access to like one-to-one sort of coaching time with me. And if you've got any gripes or any issues with like certain things, then whilst it's quiet and whilst I don't have that many people who are on that package, I'm able to give them my time. So yeah, that puts it onto that nicely, because that's exactly what we've done with you on stream, and you've managed to fix the device.
Mate.
Thank you, Apo, for the Prime for 5 months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you. M92 needed more solder on one side. Nice. Okay, I'd love to see some pictures of that, mate. That'd be awesome. So yeah, whilst there's not too many people who have subscribed, I can devote my time and give them some one-to-one stuff. But the idea is that even after people have done the 99 subscription, if anyone does, the $99 a month subscription, we do like weekly calls as a group, and if people have the ability to, they can stream their microscopes and their setups and stuff, and we can all talk through and engage as a small group to help that person with said repair. So it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to doing that. I am thinking about changing the times that I do it, because I currently do it on a Wednesday afternoon, but I'm actually thinking about moving it to a Sunday morning, and then that way, if I do it at like say 12 o'clock and then go straight into a stream, or maybe 1 o'clock if I do it for an hour at 1.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much, Stefan, for the gifted subscription to Helder. I appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Ed, welcome. How are you? Whoa, chat. What's going on here? Mr. Fix is coming in with a Prime for 2 months in a row. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll be looking into that for sure. What's that? The school stuff? Yeah, please do. I mean, it's free to apply. And, you know, we try and share what we can as it is currently. It's only been open for a week or so, but I've got a couple of subscriptions now at the $99 a month price point. So, like I said, whilst it's at that price point and there's not that many people, I can offer the one-to-one aspect. But as soon as it starts getting a bit more, it's going to be more difficult. And I'll need to kind of think of more benefits. But a huge benefit of just having that package, by the way, of $99 a month is when I have 3 or 4 courses on there that are going to be $70, $60, $50, it's going to be more worth to have that $99 subscription rather than buying the courses individually. Because if you do the $99 a month, you get access to all of the courses. So not only the time with myself in like an environment where we can talk through things on a call and video chat and all those things and just get to know each other a little bit better. It's more so about saving money on buying each individual course. Do you know what I mean? So, and apparently school has something where it grandfathers the subscription price. So if I, in the future, after I've got maybe 10 courses or whatever it is, I don't know yet, if I move that price up, then anybody who's currently paying the $99, it will stay on the $99, regardless of me putting it up, which is quite cool. So they call it like it's being grandfathered. So you guarantee that amount. Can I get a one-on-one on how to be good at bonk from the master bonker? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, discussions are open. Yeah, Big Cold Gamer, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I can tell you one thing. This is definitely a good community. Thank you, Greylo. I appreciate that. What are we repairing? We're repairing a ROG Ally. Now, I've just taken this chip off and I need to attempt to reball it. Chat, this is an incredibly small chip. Do you want to see how small this chip is? Do not lose it, Joey. That's how small the chip is, FYI. That's what we're reballing, by the way. This chip. Here is my finger. My dirty finger. That's how small this IC is. I just want to give it some perspective because people talk to me all the time and say, Joe, you make it look so easy until I try it and it's just not. There we go. To give you an idea, that's how small that chip is, FYI. Right, where is my tweezers? I'm also going to lower the temperature of my iron here because I do not want to destroy this chip. So I'm going to put it down to, I'm going to go 350, which is probably even still a little bit too much. Loki, do you think, I mean, if you weren't here, what I'd be saying is I'm probably just going to manually reball that because I'd rather have balls on the chip than paste. But it's such a small chip that you could definitely get away with paste. In your history of doing these, what would you recommend? Manually ball. Okay. And we're talking 0.2, are we? I've got 2.5. Should we do 0.2 or 0.25? It's like a well-fed flea. So true. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Exclamation mark school in the chat if that's something you're interested in. 0.25 should be fine. I've got 0.2 as well. Let me try the 0.25 and see how that looks. It's all about not putting thousands of them on your workbench. The 2.5 should be fine. Yeah. I think we agree, right? 2.5 should be fine. Okay, yeah. Do not breathe heavily, Joey, is something that I need to definitely not do right now. I'm just going to put a... Look how much... Look at the... That's my... This is my flux tube, and look at the size of this. Lord glove. Don't let the flea get away. Yeah, don't breathe. Don't breathe. What an awesome little fix this would be if I actually managed to get it working, hey? Great little profit or loss episode. Fantastic, in fact. Good profit as well, as long as it works. Gibbs, do you want another ROG? We sold the other 2 on eBay. FYI, we got 320 for one of them and 310 I think for the other, without a charger, just literally the ROG on its own, is what we managed to get. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come in 350 degrees Celsius, and the size of my wick is really funny right here. Lord Glove, you guys know exactly when to do the thing, right? Chap Manata, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where's it gone? Oh, I am the luckiest person. Look what you guys do to me. Look what you guys do to me. Do you know what this reminds me of? You know, like the film Ants, when they get picked up from the grain, and it's like, whoa. that's what it reminds me of. Not Ants. What's it? No, it's not Ants, chat. It's A Bug's Life. You know the ants from A Bug's Life is what I was meant to say. That's what this reminds me of. You know when they get like picked up. Oh dear. Okay, all right. Play it cool, play it cool, play it cool, play it cool. Get off the wick. Why is there so much solder on this? How much solder has come from this chip? I actually think a lot of it's probably come from my iron, to be fair. Let me just rotate this. Make sure we're flat. That is going to be absolutely fine. Right, okay, cool. Let me just move this over for a sec. I feel like I'm working with ants. Yeah, I probably have solder on the iron. Okay, there we go. Thought my tweezers were bent then. I'm going to do something very, very, very sensible that I should have done. Right at the start. Oh my Lord of Glove! Why was that so loud?
Could you help me with a Zotac 3080 issue at all?
Absolutely not. When it comes to GPUs, did you see my recent video, Adam? Did you see my recent video? Just wondering. I'm pretty much done with GPUs, I think. I think I'm pretty much done with GPUs. Do you know what? It did make me think, right? I know it's going to sound really stupid to a lot of people. You know how Northridge Fix, like a lot of his like GPU repairs are going to be stuff like bad MOSFETs going wrong, and then he's like, anything else which is like RAM or GPU, the actual core, anything like that, he's like, nope, I'm not touching. It makes me really understand his business practices even more so. Do you see what I'm saying? It does, honestly. It does make me understand his business practices. We can't deny the man knows how to make money. Dark, welcome. What I should follow that up with, by the way, Adam, is if you join the Discord, there will be people in there who are able to help you. For sure. I don't think I could do this live. Oh. I mean, that's a good question to ask. Is there any repair techs here that couldn't think of anything worse than doing this live? Who are actually like really competent and capable? Are you in the same category of like, there is no way that I could do this live? As in yourself, by the way, not me. Talking about yourself. So I've now actually put this in a holder, and now I'm going to reball. I could not do that live. Yeah, it becomes it's stressful, but I'm kind of used to it. You know, it's like anything. The more you practice. Are these balls falling out? No. Here they go. I actually think a little bit of flux here is going to be more detrimental than not having flux, okay? So I'm not going to place any flux on right now. I'm just going to hope that my tweezers do the work that I need them to do. What am I talking about? Well, I'm hoping that I can take these balls with severe precision and just drop them on like this. Now, this requires patience and experience. And it's really risky, actually, that I'm doing this without having any flux on the chip. Why is it risky, chat? Can somebody answer? Why is it risky that I'm doing this without flux? Who knows? Who can tell me? Young, welcome. UK Diehard, welcome. How are you? Hubby keeps stealing my giant Joey Does Tech mug. I had to go and fetch it. Lovely jubbly. Balls will fly away. Yeah, so essentially the reason why it's kind of silly to do this without flux is because when I'm putting these balls down, what should happen really without any flux on the chip is they should stick to my tweezers, because my tweezers are naturally going to be stickier because I've used them more. However, I think what's happened in this situation is my tweezers are very, very clean. So when I'm placing the ball on here, it's actually doing okay. And you can see there is some sort of a fine liquid on the chip. I don't think that's flux. I think that is, I think that's actually IPA, which is also not a good thing, because IPA likes to bubble and burn instead of actually do anything helpful besides cleaning. So I'm a little bit nervous here. And the reason I think this is IPA is because I've just cleaned this holder with IPA. So I think it's just kind of seeping onto the chip. So I'm hoping it doesn't bubble and destroy itself. Now, reballing this, I believe, is the way to go, because I could quickly just paste it. But having the balls all the same size is extremely beneficial. If the balls aren't the same size and I use a paste, it means that some things will be connected and some things wouldn't. Yeah, there's quite a bit of IPA here now, so I am a little bit concerned. I don't know how this is going to go. But I also think that's helping me put the balls on the chip, because it's got something to hold on to it a little bit. So you guys saw the size of this this IC, so you know how precise I have to be here. Whilst trying to talk to you guys, it's pretty tough. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to lower my airspeed down to 1%, and I'm going to go in at 300. I'm going to keep it 350 degrees Celsius here, which might be a little bit overkill, but when you're at 1% airflow, of course, that airflow speed is going to be slower, therefore it takes longer for the chip to heat up. So I'm going to go with 350. You can reflow the balls on your little heat plate. Oh, Bridger, you're so right. That could have been such a good thing to do. That could have been such a good... But I'm here now, do you know what I mean? I'm here now. I'm here now. Oh, I should have done that. You're right. I forgot I had it. Right. So I'm bringing the heat in slowly, and I'm just kind of looking for any movement here. I don't think I'm going to get any movement, which is good. I'm just kind of rotating it. There we go. There's the IPA. Okay, so we had some movement, but that was because the IPA bubbled. Did you see? As soon as the IPA bubbled here, we had an issue. So I have to go even more careful now, because the IPA will eventually evaporate. That one's gone. Try again.
Oh, yeah.
Who was it? Stefan. Stefan. Oh my gosh. Coming in with a gifted sub to Rickro. Thank you. Right. We go again. Right, I'm just going to check that they're actually soldered on. Now, they don't look it, I know, but I just need to make sure because they might be. No, they're not. Okay. We go again. I'm up in the temperature just to 360. Okay, that was a bit more of a pleasant sound. Two seconds. Here we go. Go on. Cool. Right. Now I come in with a flux. Tiny bit. Tiny. Just like that. Drop. Back on. And now we see these form into place properly. Which they actually look pretty good right now. And I think there might have even been that little bit of flux on here. Okay, I'm actually going to up the air now to like 30%. There we go, that's fine. And there is our reboard. I see. Perfect. Now I need to be able to see what one is pin 1, so I'm just going to turn it around. Hold it and give it a little bit of a clean. This is really risky. Danny, by the way, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube Legendary Status member. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Where's my clean toothbrush? There you are. This is the brush that I need. Made it look very easy. I bought new OVPs because it turns out I don't have the patience. Yeah, this is a tough skill. Look at that. So much better. Now I'm going to hold it. This part makes people very nervous. Because if I do one thing wrong here, the chip goes bye-bye. There we go. Now I can see pin 1. There. Let's put that up there. Let's bring our board back in, because now we need to prep the board. I'm actually going to take these wires off, I think, Loki, because we obviously know that it's going to be that chip, and it's just going to get in the way. Okay, so this is where we go. I'm going to go about 30% I'm going to go about 30% airflow here. I'm going to put the board like this to make my job a little bit easier. Okay, that's the area. Now I need to wick here because I've not actually wicked. So let me just apply a tiny bit of heat. Yes, Loki. Was going to make you wick. I'm not that newbie, Loki. I'm not that newbie. I may be a noob, but I'm definitely not that noob. Make sure it's all dry because we don't want any IPA there. Okay, and it goes dead center in the middle, Loki, right? This is actually quite tough to do this one, if I'm honest with you, because there's multiple pads. It's not like there's just a row of pads and that's where it goes. You actually have to get this one in between. So I'm going to go with a tiny bit of flux there. I'm going to come in with my cotton swab and just dab. So we've got that thin layer of flux now, CDM. One row each side, big square, is, yeah, I got it. Thank you. So the way that I do these is usually, when it comes to BGA, is I hold the chip in place. And the reason I hold the chip in place is because if I just place the chip here and put airflow on, chances are this chip is going to go, see you later. It just does. It just happens. If you're holding the chip, you have to make sure that you anchor your wrist on the table. If you're holding the chip like this, you can get a good grip on it. And as long as you're not holding the bottom of the IC where the tweezers are getting in the way, you can almost place the IC on. So I'll probably go for a placement around about here or so. What that will then allow me to do is get the solder to adhere to the pads and then reflow it. Now, to you, this might not look on, but to me, that's on. And the reason being is because the microscope is ever so slightly off center. So even though it looks different, this is actually on. So I'm going to come in now with that 30% that I was talking about, and I'm going to try and just place this chip on, okay? I'm going to remove my hot air. I'm going to keep my tweezers held. People who do this will know this is quite a difficult task to do. I'm now going to remove my tweezers, and I'm going to see if that's soldered on. That seems soldered on to me. And now what I'm going to do is come in with some flux. Before I do that, let me just check orientation and make sure that it's not touching any of the other balls. Just make sure I've got my position right. If not, I'll have to quickly reball it again. Where is it? Here. Yeah, see that? Cool. That's perfect. So it's on, but it's not on, if you know what I mean. It's provisionally on. You know what I mean. So what I'm going to do now is come back in with the flux. Tiny bit, not too much here. Just that. And I reflow. 30% airflow still. No need to blitz this. And I'm actually at 420 degrees Celsius now. So I'm going to come back in. I should see it dance into place. Ready? If not, we go again. It's as simple as that. But we should be all right. Right there. Did you see? I want to point out a big lesson here. Did you see how I didn't panic? Because the chip actually moved south. Now in my head I did think is it potentially making a contact with these pads underneath? But I didn't panic. I just let the reflow do the job. I didn't come in with my tweezers. I didn't tap it upwards, left, right. I just let the reflow do its job. If it had joined these pads down here, it is what it is. I'm not going to be able to recover that at that point. There's no point. If that's what happens, it happens. You take it off, you reball, you go again. You learn from your mistakes. You try and get better. So many different things can affect this. If you've got shaky hands, you're feeling a bit nervous, you've had too much coffee, like you're not going to get it 100% right 100% of the time. So now what I do, bit of IPA here, doesn't need to be too much, and a little clean. Don't even really need to come in and clean it. And the reason being is because I didn't even use that much flux. So now what I should see is if I look under the chip, we should have a good job. And this is the sort of stuff that I'm wanting to teach on my school, but just in depth and individually for people who are struggling, and just give them that little bit of time for coaching and stuff, see where they're going wrong. But you see that? Oh, wrong chip. Where is it? This one. Here it is. Let's just make sure. There. Can you see? We're looking specifically the one that you see right in the middle. This one right here. Where is it? I'm trying to find my tweezers. Where are my tweezers? Tweezers. Here. This is the chip we're looking at. Can you see 1, 2, 3 that side? Cool. I'm going to rotate the board to the other side. Get the microscope in focus. Can you see? 1, 2, 3. Just here. Will look soldered onto the board. And I'll just do a quick side view. People who do this job will know that it's quite difficult. And again, I'm going to try and portray this. I'm not saying it because I want people to be like, oh, Joey's good at what he does. People tell me all the time I make it look easier than what it is. Guys, this is really difficult. 1 in the chat if you do this job to that such a small IC. 1 if you can vouch that this is very, very difficult to do. This is not easy. And I have to get used to saying that because usually I kind of play it down and I shouldn't. And I'm guilty of that. There it is. That looks perfectly in line to me. Just here. Happy with that. Looks easy. Yeah, exactly. It looks easy when you do it right, like any job in the world. When you've been practicing it for 4 or 5 years, or however long it is, 20 years, Okay. Let's have a look. Should we get 20 volts here? Absolutely. If I don't get 20 volts here, and do you know what the funny thing is? This might not be the only thing wrong with this device. It might have a bad LCD screen. It could be anything else. But I'm going to try my hardest to hold on to the fact that we fix this. Let's see. Do I get 20 volts? I need 20 instead of the 5. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Orange light. Yes, come on. That's what I call a repair, man. 20 volts. We're looking good. We're looking very, very good. Right. Let's put it back together and see if we get an image. That's going to be the next thing now, isn't it? Huge shout out to Loki, FYI. As always, I can't do it without my community. Would I have found that? It would have taken me a lot longer. Maybe not as long as what I'm thinking, but only because Loki has taught me that for the previous ROG Allies. Loki said you have to measure there for the 5 volt. If you're not getting 5 volt after that chip, you're going to have issues. So with that piece of information, I would have eventually got to diagnose this. However, without that information in the previous videos, there's no way that I could have got that. If you need a repair in the US, or you need some sort of modding service, I can say because I'm on a live stream, then please feel free to check Loki out. Loki, do you want to just put your put a message in the chat and just tell me your Discord username? If you have Discord, reach out to this guy. We've told him to sort his website out. He's not sorting his website out. Oh, site is partially back up. Partially's not good enough, Loki. But if you just put your Discord, unless you want the website, and then I can just type. If you send it to me on Discord, I'll put it in chat. But yeah, Loki, thank you. I mean, it's a good collaborative effort with these hands and Loki's knowledge. Loki, would you rather your website or would you rather your username on Discord? Just whilst I put this back together and we give it a full test, what would you rather? Your partial website. Loki knows his stuff, man. Username for now. Okay. Just followed Loki. Yeah, message him on Discord, guys, if you need a service. Okay, I don't think message him for a chat. Message him if you actually need a service. I'll put it on YouTube as well. So this is Loki's Discord username. Message him on Discord if you need a service based in the US. He does repairs and he does modding services for things like ROG Allies, Nintendo Switches, and Steam Decks. And he's helped me tremendously in the past couple of days. And I try and give people their flowers as much as I can when they assist me. You know, with Ben and other people, Gozzy, for example, it's shout outs on the YouTube if I do a video off of it. So I try and help where I can, because I know that not everybody has access to this. Like I'm incredibly lucky. And what I'm also incredibly lucky for is the fact that I get to share this knowledge with everyone else. So not only are they passing it to me for free, they're actually passing it to every other person. There's a bit of a scratch. Oh no, is that scratch? Oh no, it's not. So I'm going to put this back together now and hopefully it works, guys. If we see this ROG Ally turn on, this is going to be a tremendous profit. Tremendous. Oh yeah, I can give him VIP. Yeah, do you know what? I think I will. I think you're right. I think you guys are right. I will give him VIP because he's a legend. Let's give him VIP. I've got like 100 VIPs to give out, I think. Not IP, VIP. It's low key. There we go. Emily, welcome. How are you? I personally have had more fails with passes on first try. Yeah. Okay. Now, where does this go, guys? I think it was the underside of the board. I'm going to go ahead and assume. I can't remember. There's bits of it here. I think it's over here, isn't it? Is it like that? Is it like that? I think it goes over some sort of VRMs. It might be these caps here. Oh, it's here. It's like that, isn't it? Like that. Up more. Left of foam. Oh, here. Yeah, okay, cool. Sweet. Oh, I need a power button. Oh, I don't know how to... I might just... because I have got one that's disassembled. But what I might do is just simply... because that's in a bag. I don't know what the screens and stuff are and the screws. So I'd rather... in a time where I had more time... Oh, wait, is the power button... Oh, no, I took the power button out of that one. Whew. Where's the other screen? Because I had two screens, right? Did I not have two screens? Yeah, I would have had two screens. So where on earth is the other screen for the ROG Ally? Because I need to take a power button from it. Oh, one of them was a bad LCD, actually. I think it's down here. One of them was a bad LCD, I think. Yeah, there it is. I wonder if this one's got the power button. It should have. Yeah, it does. Nice. Here we go. It's bad backlight, sorry. Whew. Knowledge is so important. Yeah, knowledge is everything. Knowledge is everything. Oh, they are the same screws, by the way. It's so good. They're the same screws as the chassis ones, man. I do love the ROG Allies to fix. I've put some music back on before we test, by the way, just as an FYI. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we? How's everybody doing? Sorry, I've been a little bit... I don't think I've been too quiet, but I'm also just trying to concentrate on the issues at hand. One in the chat if you've learned something today. The reason I'm swapping this, by the way, and not just using this, is A, because it's a bad backlight, but also B, because the serial numbers are on this chassis. So it just makes sense. There we go. I've got my worth out of this one, Loki. I got my worth out of this one. Just taking the power button, hey? Kind of paid for it. It's amazing. Miro says, you're a motor mouth, Joey. You've not been quiet this stream. Don't worry. I've been called a lot of things. A motor mouth is not one of them. And I like it, to be fair. It's a good insult. Right, buttons. Make sure the buttons are in where they need to be. Lordo glove. Yeah, they look alright. I'm scared about this ribbon cable, but as well as the fact that it might actually be okay. Is it just chatting stream? Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's a very good point. Noted. Just push that in and make sure it sits down properly. Why are you not sitting down properly? Is it a button? Gotta be. Yeah, of course it is. It's the Y button right at the top. Yo!
Arc stream?
Chris! Let me tell you something about Chris, chat. Would he ask me to play offline? Absolutely not. Would you, Chris? Have you messaged me and said, would you like to play some Ark, Joey? Honestly, tell me in the chat, have you messaged me to say, Joey, do you want to play some Ark? Have I asked you? No. But is that the point that we're making here? No. Mate, thank you very much for the Prime for 31 months in a row. Absolutely insane. Thank you. You'll be 10 times better than what I am. And I did stream Ark the other day, actually, Chris. And you should have seen the move that I pulled off live on stream. I played with another repairman. And we had some people that was chasing us. And unfortunately, my comrade got shot down. However, so did I. Before we got shot down, we were trapped in a little area, right? Before we got trapped in a little area. He came around the corner to kill me because I was outnumbered. It was 3v2 at this point. He came around the corner to come and get me. I jumped over a barrier over his head and ran off. And he was like, huh? Where'd you go? And I ran and ran and ran. I got away from those people. It was amazing. And then we got outside and there was another team of 3 and they were French. And they wiped my team. They wiped my team, including myself. So we were all about to die. But I sweet talked them. I said, guys, please, just let me live. What am I going to do? You've killed my team. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm not going to 1v3 you, am I? And they got me back up. They defib me. And I started running off. And then I set off a car alarm and they killed me. But that's not the point. The point is, you can talk yourself out of these situations. You didn't reply to my message. Didn't even know you were interested in it. That's a lie. I messaged you saying, how is the game? Any recommendation for an entry microscope? Oof. I don't personally have any recommendations for an entry scope. Only reason being is because I went straight to an Andenstar scope. I didn't use a scope that was of the cheaper variants. So I can't therefore recommend anything. But I can recommend Andenstar in general. And Tomlov, both of them. I gave you a long message. Did you? I'll check after stream. I didn't actually see that. Was it red? Did I read it? Cheap Andenstar with no screen, so it's USB. Oh, I see. Okay, fine. Right, that's that all plugged in. Let's plug in this. We're going to do a couple of tests here. I'm going to make sure that I get something now before I go ahead and start screwing everything back, just to make sure the screen's okay. And then we'll do another test further down the line. But what's the best thing about this whole what's the best thing about everything that we're doing right now, chat? We saved another device from the bin. Pog. Leonardo DiCaprio would be proud, hey? My good mate Leo. There we go. Jubbly. Just like that. I was kind of just umming and ahhing a bit there. Like, what's next? Hit B. The battery. No BIOS update on this, nothing like that. Just a straight up no power. Oh, I wonder if the stuff on the SSD is going to be okay as well, you know. I wonder if it will load into the previous person's data. I mean, it should do, right, if it was just straight up no power. If not, what does that mean? Something fishy is going on. Zerd, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Guys, we are so close to 20,000 followers on the old Twitch. So if you haven't followed yet and you're thinking about it, it would be much appreciated. I was going to see if we could hit 20k before the end of this year. What do you guys think? Is it doable? Do you guys think it's doable? I mean, it'll be extremely close. Extremely close. I'll take the fans off. Who else is nervous about this turning on? Why do I feel like it's just not going to be that simple? Zerd says, hey, I found you because I'm looking for someone with a posh accent to practice my English. I'm Spanish and I learn about repairing cars. That's I've never had that before, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome, my friend. Put a ribbon in for the joystick board. Which one? No, but as in which one? Left or right? Big one. Oh! Thanks, mate. Oh, it goes that way, doesn't it? Can I get it in? I should be able to. Yeah, got it. By some magic. I thought that was going to be a little bit more difficult without having the with having the fan there, but turns out it's actually all right. The little short one from the main board. I've done it right. I've done it right. Yeah, okay. No, left one's here. Sorry, can't see. Just here. I don't know if this one's going to work, to be fair, because it looks chewed. That's what I was saying earlier. I might just replace it now. Because I think what they've done is they put the board there. I'm just going to replace it because I've got a donor. I've got a donor, so it makes sense. This is just chewedlet. Spyro, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Charge Tomato, thank you. Here. Left one on the bumper here. No, there's no ribbon cable that goes there. I don't know what that cable's for. I have no idea. I don't know if it's for like diagnostics or something, but there's no cable that goes there. Loki will know. Yeah, replace and be done with it. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Rather than it going faulty down the line. And it's just literally a simple swap like this. Yeah, it's just unpopulated on the board. I don't know if it's for, like I said, diagnostics. Come on. It's quite tough to get in though. That's for sure. There we go. I'm going to be down a couple of screws, that's for sure. Maybe put one in each for now so that I've got the leverage that I need to keep this in. Bumble, thank you very much for the follow as well over on Twitch. I appreciate you. We're on 19,173. Thank you, guys. Infrared pizza. Oh, nice, Chris. I appreciate that. Thank you. Nice one. I said I was going to test, didn't I? But here we are. I said I was going to test at different points. Doesn't matter. Bit, thank you very much for the follow as well on Twitch. I appreciate you. Somebody said, do I always get this many new people and followers? It's yeah, buttons are fine. It's because it's a Sunday and the streams have been doing well recently because I've had a lot of discoverability on my short form. So it's just a mixture of everything. But yeah, Sundays are usually a quieter time to stream because people have Sundays off, right? A lot of people have Sundays off. England are playing at 5 as well, so I did want to see if I could be done by then, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. And it's against Andorra, so we'll see. Gibbs still here. Right, that's that. Batoresa. Oh, it's missing the cable for the battery. Ugh. Well, I might as well. Oh, I'm kind of like, do I just use another battery then? That's where my that's where my thought process goes. I'm like, do I just use another battery in that case? Do you know what I mean? Do I just use one of my other batteries that I've got here that I know work? Do I just plug this in? Wild Boys mentioned recently they saw your shorts pop up again. Didn't you tell me about that earlier? Not earlier, but a couple of months ago as well, Chris. Or is that a different set of friends? Or the same, but they've just seen it again. I said, oh, well, that's a debug. But that gives us trying to beat your mates. Oh, I see. Well, how's it going? I'm just going to use this battery. Do you know what? Because why not? Why not? Yeah, how's that going for you? Good? The reason I asked if you're here, by the way, is because I didn't know if you were going to be watching the England game. That battery is still probably good. I just can't be bothered to take this out. Okay, a couple of screws. When I say a couple of screws, right, I've made a big mistake. My screws are in this bag. I've uninstalled. Oh, wow. Okay. Is that, have you uninstalled after you said about beating my score and stuff, is it? Like, talk me through what happened, mate. Have you actually uninstalled, or are you, I don't think you, I think you'll reinstall it straight away because you can't accept that certain things, you know? I feel like an arch nemesis now. I feel like there's going to be a growing, what do you call it, chat with somebody, what is it called? Like a, is it an arch nemesis? Is that the word that I'm thinking of? Is that the right way to put things? Because I have a better score than Gib in a game. You know, friendly competition, those sorts of things. Like a rivalry. That's it, Tristan. Yeah, I think we're going to be developing some sort of rivalry, even though I'm not a gamer. You know, it's just one of those things. Arc Nemesis. Nice. Yeah, I like that as well. I'll be taking that. But yeah, I mean, maybe we'll actually share the same battlefield together at some point, you know. Maybe that will happen, and then everybody will know, you know, who is the backpack and who is the soldier. Do you see what I'm saying? Now I need to hopefully get an SSD screw out of this bag that I'm shaking in the hopes that a certain screw falls out. Come on. Which one is the SSD screw? I literally have no idea. I can't remember because I don't think it's one of the normal. I think it's the only one that isn't the normal one, you know. It's labelled SSD. On the actual screw, is it? Oh, is that it? That one looks bigger. Yes! And it doesn't look like it's labelled SSD, FYI. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, no, it's all just going to go back in. Future Joey. Oh, wait, let me leave it out before I put things back. Future Joey's going to hate me. Okay, we're pretty much there. It's the moment of truth. Who's here? One in the chat if you're here. You're ready to see if this actually powers on and works, because I have no idea. I have no idea. If it does, I'm just going to close this up and never open it again, because that's what we like to do. Right, chat, are we ready? Get the cameras rolling, please, people. No sparks here. I forgot it's got a crack here. I might superglue that. Oh well, we leave it as is for now. Here we go. How we fixed another ROG Ally, and this one was purchased for £100. So if I fix this, this is mega profit. Mega profit. The time has come. Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please, on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. We are currently at 85 likes. We've got 250 people watching. Could we boost that to 150 likes on YouTube? Down below, it should be lighting up now. If I say like the stream, it should like highlight and go. So yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, hit that thumbs up button. Let's see if we can hit 150 likes on YouTube. Back just in time, Loki, just in time. We're at 91, 101. 49 to go. Can we do it? Only if you're enjoying the stream. 120. That went quick. 30 more people. 30 more people. Just hit that like button quick if you're enjoying the stream. 133. 27. 27 left. 27. Do I hear? No, it's not 27. It's 17. 17 left. 17 people. 133 likes currently. 10 people. 10 people. 150 likes is crazy, by the way. Thank you. I really appreciate it. 156. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. All right, here we go. Let's let me get the ammeter. Where's the ammeter? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Have we revived another ROG Ally? Good. Come on. Good, good, good. This is good. This is good. Okay, this is good. No weird like behavior going on here. This is really good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come on, let's go. Wait, it's not the end of it. I know what you're thinking. Joey, you fixed it. Hold on. Hold on, please, because it could still not work somehow. I need to see it move off of this screen. This screen has given me PTSD from before, so we just need to wait and let it do its thing. I see the little, you see that little dot there? That little dot, that might be the RAM training, because it's had its brains like configured, reconfigured. So I think it's RAM training. That little dot right there. And if I'm not mistaken, if I nail it this time, it here is where it gets to and it turns on. Can you see that little dot? If I nail this, Lord of Glove. If I nail this, where my screwdriver is, if that little line lines up with it and it turns on, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Show me some more. Well, actually, I don't want it to show, you know, for example, somebody's Windows information. So let me just tilt it to me first, just in case it's some like silly Windows screen or something. Buttons feel good. It's not even screwed in yet as well. Cool. Come on. Getting ready. Wait. Can you guys smell that? It smells like profit. I'll never do that again. I'm really sorry. It was really cringy. Sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. Sorry. That was really cringy. Yeah, it was bad. I know, I know. Sorry, guys. Sorry, that was really bad. That was really bad. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I know. It was awful. It was awful. I apologize. I'm sorry. Unsubscribed? Yeah. I don't blame you. Honestly, I don't blame you. Sorry, guys. It's restarted. It's good. It's a good sign. I hope. What's it doing? Again, I'm going to go ahead and just It's restarted again. It's probably doing some updates or something, man. Like if it had any updates that were offline and downloaded, it's probably just installing them. Asus BIOS update. Let's go. Okay, so Easy Flash Utility will allow you to update to the latest version of the BIOS. Do not shut it down, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Yes, please. This is the screen that Gibbs had that gave me a heart attack. Do not turn off your... Oh my God, it's freaking... Yes. I know you're sat there smiling as well. I can just imagine you in your chair like this. This is Gibbs right now. I can... Sorry, Charlie. I think that was that great. Let's go. This is good. It's just updating the BIOS. Lovely jubbly. This is going to be going on my eBay, by the way, guys. Probably starting 320, but don't sell, low it down to 310 if anybody's interested. Coming up to Crimbo and stuff. Wow. This will be, guys, this will be 4 out of 5. Joey, what Power West gloves do you have? I have, I don't know what, sorry, they're Port West. I don't know what ones they are. I have no idea. I had to do mine twice. One on this, and then I used the Asus app to do it again. The app on here, don't tell me you had to, download an app on your phone to update the BIOS on your ROG Ally. Please don't tell me that was the case. I'll give you 105 and a used box of Kleenex. Deal. The Chef, thank you very much for the follow. Dutch Red, thank you for the follow. Flyner, thank you for the follow. And I ward a bit. Thank you. I appreciate you. No, just the Asus software. Okay, fine. All right. I spent all day yesterday rebuilding PS5 RAM, SSD chip, SSD controller, and Southbridge. What, the whole day? How many have you got now, though, in stock? Does that mean Profit Loss Season 2 is over if that sells for over 300? You'll have to wait and see. That was also really creepy. I'm sorry, guys. It's a very weird stream today. Did that come across as creepy or was it okay? Was that all right? Was it too far? Second strike, that's strike 2. All right. Completely fine. Okay, sweet. Thank you. Thank you. New profile pic. And now I'm moving to the dislike button. Oh, Lord the glove. Good thing I have earbuds in today. Yeah. Yeah, staring into your soul. Go for the trio, Joey. It's bunny suit time. There's no such thing as a bunny suit. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Not this again. Not whilst we are very close to ending the stream right now. I just need to make sure this goes through. Guys, there's no such thing as a bunny suit or anything like that. Let's not have a thing of what happened the other day as well. Okay? Huge! Dr. Evil level creepy. Oh, Lord the glove. I'm not going to touch any interference. I was just about to turn off my soldering iron, my hot air gun, and all those things. I'm just going to leave it. I fell off my chair with that. Oh my God!
Love your content, mate. Here's but a small bit of appreciation for your hard work, authenticity, humor, and fair bit of education.
I was just saying not again. And this happens. Who on earth? Who? You've got me with this one. I'll be honest. Usually I'm pretty good at reading out the names. We might actually reach 300 viewers on Twitch as well, by the way. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Kalite Orteo. Kalite Orteo. Let's relax, chat. Let's relax. Kalite Orteo. Is that right?
Love
Have I said that right?
PC parts repairs.
Thank you.
Love to see more of them.
You probably missed the conversation I had at the start of this stream, I think. Hey, I would love to address that. I'm not going to address it now because I've already had one rant. I'm only allowed one rant per stream, unfortunately. Senior Kuchen, thank you very much for the Prime for 4 months in a row. You're an absolute legend. Kalite Orteo, thank you so much for the £76.04. Thank you. That's extremely kind of you. You're an absolute legend. I really honestly appreciate it. So thank you. I don't know if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. I don't even think I've seen your username pop up. Nonetheless, let's see credit.
Oh, yeah.
Not today. Chat. Remember what I said about finishing at 5 o'clock, right? Because then at least I get to do some tidying. Could someone tell me in the chat what time it is? And what's just started on Twitch? I don't believe what I'm seeing. Listen, chat. Listen. Sharp dressed penguin has come in with 10 gifted subscriptions.
I like gold.
Thank you so much for the 10 gifted to Rolling, CPU, Blue Flag, Rahai, Flinner, I Love, Vib, Lou, Wanda, Tog. Guys, you need to chill out, man. No. Listen. Does it say golden
ticket on the hype train.
What does that even mean? What's a golden ticket? We've had this before. What does it mean? Oh, Lord, the glove. Hold on, chat. Listen. Why not? Because thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate you, Chip.
Yeah.
We will get through this. We will get through this. It will happen. Trust me. Okay. I need to get my auctioneer style voice on. Right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Relax, chat. Relax. It's only a Sunday afternoon. Okay, here we go. All right. Nice. Okay. Are we ready? Here we go. Oh, hello, Windows. Giplet, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We go again. It's okay. It's fine. We reset. Giplet, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription.
Oh, yeah.
Rog, this is very rude of you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is ridiculous. Okay, hold on. Right, now we go. Listen. I have to scroll down. I actually have to scroll down. Not again!
This train is leaving at usual conductor behind open mouth face.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you've got Charlie. I mean, Charlie is... Guys, relax, man. Lord the glove. Let's go. Every time I enter the frame. Every
Am
single
I too
time.
late to catch the train?
You're not too late to catch the golden hype Kappa train. All right. Let's go. Here we go. We're going to freestyle this. Giplet coming in with a tier 1. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and your face. Joseph Neal coming in with 100 bits. Thank you very much, Joseph. I appreciate you. Swep coming in with a prime.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, what's going on? I don't know how much any of this is, by the way. I haven't seen any numbers at all. I can just hear, oh, yeah. And all of these different things. Okay.
Boom. Let's get the gold medal emoji.
Thank you very much, whoever that was.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Are we done? Let's go. Joseph Neal coming in with 100 bits. Thank you very much. Swep coming in with a prime for 14 months in a row. Thank you very much, my friend. Garbage coming in with a gifted sub. Thank you very much, Garbage. To Greener 599. Thank you very much. Hayes was here coming in with a gifted sub to Nuts Enormous.
2-month hype.
Lord the glove. What did you guys just make me read out? Is this your plan all along? We're family friendly, chat. We're family friendly.
Choo choo.
We are family friendly. And the fact that I'm freestyling this to get through it quick, you caught me out there. It's ridiculous. I don't know what level the
Kappa.
hype train's at. I don't know what level the hype train's at. I have no idea. No conception. Nothing. God, what? Every time I take a step forward, it goes off. Right. Are we good? Right, we're good. Chat's ridiculous.
Joey do 6 banana. Joey do
Thank
6
you.
banana.
I don't
Joey
know
do
the
6
amounts. I have
banana
no
pizza
idea.
Time.
Pizza? Someone say pizza? I had pizza last night. How did you know? Right, listen, chat. Here we go. No message on that one. Lovely jubbly. Okay, right. Here we go. This is it. Deep breath. Jonathan Edwards coming in with a ZAR 7 through Super Chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate you and your face. Hayes was hit. Nice. Yeah. Do you know what? Nobody's speaking to me.
www.www.www.www.www.www.
I got gas.
Damo coming in with a gifted sub. Thank you, Damo. I appreciate that. To the chef. Calite's coming in with a gifted sub to Offletto. Thank you so much. Russ Repairs coming in with a gifted sub to Michael Dilemma over on the YouTube. Techno coming in with a 200 bits. Roy Micron coming in with a tier 1 for 3 months. Thank you. Seattle Bill coming in with 100 bits. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We've got Jitplick coming in with a 5 gifted.
Level 8 hype so far.
Guys, this is ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. 5 gifted subs to Knight, Mona, Ramblash, Inner, and Casual. Firas coming in with a CHF 10 as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. DJ Russ coming in with a gifted sub. Thank you. Squizzle coming in with a tier 1 for 2 months. No sense with 5,000 bits. What's going on? Thank you very much. No sense for the 5,000 bits. I appreciate you and your face. You're an absolute legend. Thank you. Bridger coming in with 210 bits. Thank you. Witsy with 100 bits. Thank you, Witsy. Chief Keef with 2,000 bits. Guys, need to relax. Thank you. Thank you. This is incredible. Thank you. I really appreciate it. This is insane. YZ Pete coming in with 100 bits as well. Unexpected coming in with a prime for 2 months in a row. Witsy with another 330 bits. I didn't even know where I am. Kalite coming in with 100 bits. Jonathan with ZAR14 through Super Chat as well. Thank you. Kalite coming in with 100 bits as well. Bez's Unc coming in with 100 bits. Anonymous coming in with 5 gifted subs. I don't believe it. This is the highest you've ever got. No, 22. Level 22 hype train was the highest we ever got, which will never happen again. This is still insane. Guys, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. Anonymous coming in with a 5 gifted to Robble, Vade, Moon, Layu, and Sereb. Thank you so much. This is actually utterly ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. Right, listen, I'm going to... It's 10 past 5. I did want to go and, like I said, watch the England game and tidy up and do some other bits. And Kyoto has become a YouTube legend in the status. Why not? Because it's gifted 3 gifted subs to Metal, Tomero, Chris. Thank you very much for the 3 gifted. Squizzy coming in with 3 gifted subs as well. To Digital, Deadman, Sick as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. KLTel coming in with a gifted legendary status membership as well. Candy coming in with a gifted sub to Mr. Animal 2000. I thought the hype train was over. I thought the hype train was over, and it's on a level 9 hype train, and it's 4 minutes on the clock.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Honestly, this is insane.
Oh, yeah.
Manuelito coming in as well with a Prime subscription. Lord Glove, how's the ally? Guys, the ally has been reset. I don't understand how we've lost data here, though. Do you think it just, because of the short, it just completely wrecked it or something? I don't know. Why would it go back to Windows? I don't know if Loki's still here. Jasper, thank you very much for the gifted sub to Bonnie as well. I appreciate that. Right, I think... Guys, no, this is absolutely, utterly ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
This is utterly ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guys, I know this is... I can't believe I'm actually saying this. I actually really, really need to BRB and go. The missus needs my help, like now. Not football related, not a joke, nothing like that. My missus actually needs my help, so I'm just going to BRB, okay?
Choo choo. How's it going, Charlie? What have you been up to?
Guys, I need to go. I can't believe, honestly, Grizzly, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. And Sharp coming in as well with another 5 gifted. Thank you. I need to actually go. Dazzler, thank you so much. Techno for the 200 bits. Thank you, guys. No, guys, I really need to go. Seriously, I'm really sorry. Wheaty, thank you for the Witsy, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. But yeah, I'm going to shoot. Much love. Thank you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you later. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.